Did y'all just get quiet or what?
Yeah, I just honestly just zoned out, just staring at this monkey's ass while it's like running to.
Yeah, I zoned out. I zoned out for a minute too. I was like, wait a second.
I also could totally just get griefed by this mage. Level 58. I'm absolutely at this mage's mercy. No sprint.
Dude, it feels bad. So I respect the Fury and then the Fury Prout thing because I was going to start taking dungeons a lot more. I've taken them all so far. I went on my way up. But I mean, like, yeah, so I was like to go into that. But man, I miss Tactical Mastery. When you're not a PvP spec on certain classes, you definitely feel it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you think I should just do Fury Arms and switch back? Okay. Dude, because I miss Tactical Mastery so fucking much already. I got into a couple fights and I'm just like, no intercept instantly unless, I don't know, you had like Blood Rage and shit.
Yeah, you just gotta play it totally different.
Okay, is that in Berserker Rage? Oh, ooh, that looks kind of fun. What do you trade for it? Okay.
15 minutes.
Yeah, we're all out here pre-gaming it.
Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to the stream. We have a server meeting in approximately 15 minutes. And we talked about it and everyone said it's cool to stream. Doing a little no cam stream. I'm kind of just vegging out today. What's going on, guys? Zerker, Brad, Tanya. How's the sound, by the way? Can you guys hear me okay? Is it like a town hall? Yeah, there's pretty much going to be people from every guild on the server. And there's a lot of things that we need to address with the server right now. Just to make sure we're in good shape. I'm not leading the meeting or anything like that. Shovek had the idea to have one, and he reached out to all like the GMs of the Alliance guilds, GMs of the Horde guilds.
Did I? Oh shit.
I have some stuff that I want to bring up as well. Go back to one getting boosted? What do you mean? What do you mean getting boosted, right? Level 52 in strat with 60s. He's probably just running strat, yeah. That's not, I don't think that's good XP. Even if he was getting boosted, that's not TOS or anything. You can get boosted.
Bro, this Ungro crater is getting crazy, bro.
Dude, the people in there, it's
This shit
just
is
like
lit.
Dude, yeah, I was thinking the same thing in STV today, man. It's been so many people.
This is like a goddamn Jurassic Park.
Cue
This rogue
music.
just opened on. This rogue just opened on me. You know what I'm saying? I had to handle the business. Hit him with a bunk.
What guild was he
After
in?
that, I don't remember what guild he is.
Oh, I was about to say Fellowship. It's on show back.
Well, just for that, he absolutely was in Fellowship.
Oh, you
Absolutely.
sick son of a bitch. You leave that poor boy alone.
Do you guys see J50's message that time lost went up?
Yes, I did.
They split up.
Yeah,
What? Oh,
Yes,
shot.
they did. So there, I'll give you TLDR. I'm not gonna get, I'm not gonna rip or anything like that. But
How new is this? Because I talked with Time Lost
Yes.
people last night.
yesterday, last night it was. They
Oh,
they split
what
to Sanctuary. It was a lot of their leadership wanted to move in a different direction. They wanted guild control for a few different reasons, and
Can we get into those reasons? I kind of like to understand what type of meeting.
Okay, I'm not here to jab or anything like that. They said he was like a little unstable, and I think partially he wasn't playing a lot. So there was just not good decisions being made. So they wanted to go in a different direction. They ended up splitting. There's probably more to it than that. I just don't want to, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm not here to.
No, yeah.
But yes, and I'm not here. I don't really know a lot, and I don't know him well. And so they wanted to go in a different direction. And as soon as they proposed that he passed guild lead, he disbanded the guild and disbanded the Discord. And so then they reformed his sanctuary. The majority of them reformed his sanctuary because they just wanted him to step down, and he didn't want to step down. So,
I kind of like Time Lost though. That kind of sucks. I like that name.
yeah, it's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same people over here. And then I actually talked to them, and they put a representative in this meeting and such. So there's still someone essentially from Time Lost because it's the same group. It's just not Jay.
Well, that's news. We didn't even start talking
Yeah.
I've lost the most. I mean, I think it's the top guild on the server. I mean, I honestly think Ompi's raid is gonna outperform them. They're just like no disrespect to them, but like it's just they cleared.
Ompi's raid already did on logs. Check the logs.
Yeah, but they cleared the tier first. They were there first. That's usually how it works with that stuff. So they are the top guild and they disbanded. That's crazy.
Yeah, you hate to see it, dude. I was a little sad just because it's like all the hard work they put in the guild and the Discord, and then it's just like, I mean, they can reform, it's fine, but like they did put a lot of work into that stuff, so it was kind of disappointing to see it tossed away in that regard.
They disbanded?
Yeah, they disbanded. J50 disbanded the guild and the Discord
Why?
because he didn't want to give up guild lead. That's the TLDR on it. He just didn't want to give up guild lead. So,
Damn, son. Dude, Horde can't go. Y'all are like crack addicts. Addicted
dude, I
to
know,
drama.
dude, I know. That's why I didn't even want to say anything.
Oh, shaking in your room. Oh, it's been too many
Yo,
days.
that's FN. That's FN. What the fuck?
Been too many
up,
days
dude?
since the last drama.
I'm trying to keep the peace.
Yo, FN, you trying to fight right now?
Remember when you got body slammed in front of the Strathome gate like 4 days ago?
I don't know if that was body slam, bro. You had a
You
five,
got
man.
it,
It was
man.
2 people, bro. It was me. It was 2 versus 5.
Hey,
That's all,
next
bro.
time, bro.
We need a Discord tracker for Horde that says it's been this many days since the last drama event.
Well, that was what was kind of interesting to me too, because I felt like a lot of the discussion was and the pushback for some of the things we were talking about yesterday came from Jay,
Yo,
and then all of a sudden he
Oxy.
left.
Sorry, man.
I don't know. So it was almost like, wait, what's gonna happen? What's gonna, what's today gonna look like? So yeah, I look forward to.
Let me mute the Discord for a second. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. Oxy, thank you very much for the 18 months of support. The tier 1 means the world, bro. There's a kind of an emergency server meeting that we're having. It's been in the books for about a day now, and we're already finding out the time lost split up. But we're gonna go over a lot of like important things on the server, make sure we're in good shape. All the Alliance and Horde, all like the GMs and leadership from just everybody on the server pretty much is gonna be in the call, I think. So we all talked about it already. It's cool to stream, just be transparent with the people playing. Just letting you guys know. It's gonna start in about like 5 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes. Is that a gnomish death array? Yeah, it is. What's up, everybody? Let's see who else we got in here. Got King C, got Nicholas, Long John. Check YouTube. What's up, Kevin? What up, Taylor? What's going on, Philip? Emergency meeting, who's being sus? it's not really that kind of meeting where like we're calling out some person or something. It's like there's a lot of question marks about the server. Some of the optics are a little weird with like the phasing, the rules, all that. We're trying to get our ducks in a row, and people are thinking to themselves like we should really consider extending phase 1, which is just MC only, because there's so many players joining right now that you just want to give more people time to catch up. Even though there are some guilds, like myself included, like I'd be ready for BWL. I want to get that Logistical. I'm trying to go into BWL, but for the health of the server, it might be the best to extend phase 1. So we're gonna talk about all that type of stuff on the meeting. But I'm gonna unmute Discord now, and I can still mute it at any time, and we can, if you have a question for me or anything like that, guys. Thanks for joining me today.
Productive meeting, someone says. We got 4 minutes. This is the before party. We got 4 minutes. We can't dive into the meat and the potatoes yet, you know?
We got 5 people. Not even Grays, not even Amp. What the fuck? Not even Stacy.
Do you think they hate us? Should we ping them? Oh, I'll ping everyone if I can.
Yeah, we can start a few minutes late too. I mean, we're all just gaming at the same time, right? Chilling. No, just wait till we get a good amount of people here.
Good take, buddy.
Bro, if this is all that shows up, straight up, Sod P4 hype. Sod P4 hype. Sod P4 hype in the motherfucking chat if this is all that shows up. If I don't see Grays for Days and Amp on here, I'm literally gonna go prep P4. Pre-quest style. Nah, I'm trolling.
Do some incursions.
Pre-quest incursions, bro. Imagine pre-questing incursions. Imagine doing laps so you get all the quests, so then you can put the quests in your bank, and then when it drops, you can go back out and then do the loop with the quests in your bank.
I was really disappointed with myself in phase 2. Instead of like just world PvPing and questing in the world, I did the dungeon stuff, the pre-quest stuff. I don't know why, because the PvP was probably so good and I like ignored it to try to cap. I don't know why the heck I did that to myself.
Everyone's here. The people are joining. Deviate Allied Council is uniting. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yo! ZZS Games, what's up, man? Thank you for the raid, bro. I appreciate it, man. Hope you had a good stream. ZZS is like the tip of the spear over on EU. Zandalar tribe. If you're from EU and you're trying to play some vanilla, man, check it out.
Yo.
Hey there, bud.
There ZZS, I appreciate it, bro. We're having like a little NA.
Hey, is this meeting about my behavior or anything? Am I in trouble?
I mean, we're gonna be mentioning that later down the line. First, we're gonna talk about the server stuff, and then we're gonna kind of get a little bit more into the nitty
Actually,
gritty things.
Yes, stay safe. That's a big talking point for me. There is a member of your guild called Wahida. Wahida, W-A-H-E-D-A. And he is shamelessly stream sniping my ult. I'm gonna need him executed, please.
Oh, y'all have Juanita, man?
Y'all got one. Wait, stay safe. You got Juanita?
Yeah, Juanita is
I
a
don't know.
legend on the server. He's a frontiersman, man. On the boosting, that man is a 1 of 1. He is a hero, and I am his biggest fan.
Well, he's so this is the alliance position. They like camping, stream sniping, and camping gray lobby characters.
What do you mean stream sniping grays? What are like y'all's alts or something?
Yeah, I was loving my alt in fucking Decimus. He would log in, kill the alt, log out, log in, kill the alt, log out. Like it was super intentional.
It's kind of like you know how the universe is all about balance. You know, you make money by playing a video game. He gets to enjoy your live reaction when you die. So it's give and take.
That's a take. That's a take.
Lame. I feel like it's fun every once in a while, but if it becomes like a literal, like, that's what they do anytime the person's on, and then it just gets obnoxious.
I hard disagree. I mean, you'll have a legion of fans. Just to have them come help.
But yeah, but that just takes control of the whole stream and all the content, and it's fun to do every once in a while. But when it becomes like that, used to be my content for like 4 years on private servers, and I fought it pretty hard, bro. Where it'd be like I'd have 5 different snipers on 5 different mages, and it's fun to like fight that eventually, like for a while. But it just wears on you, honestly.
Oh, I'm having a hard time building sympathy. Y'all were cheering us on pretty hard when we camped Alex, man. Just saying.
I don't think I cheered for anything.
No, I shouldn't say y'all. I'm sorry. That's unfair to say.
It kind of goes with the whole like anti-streamer.
Yeah, I mean, I
mentality.
come at it on my main, right? I want to fight him if he's looking for, so if he's just looking to actually fight. I mean, this is small potato shit, but yeah, he is a scumbag. He was just logging in, killing the alt, logging out. Like,
How long was he doing it?
It was maybe about. It was until I brought my main out there and stood on top of my fucking character, and then he stopped. Well, that's just typical rat behavior. It's fine. That's just
Had to stand on business real quick.
It's kind of because it kind of feels like that I'll see that too sometimes. As soon as you do bring a friend, that's what they want you to do, because then you just don't do anything for your stream. And then the second you do bring a friend out there or your main, then they just stop. So it's not really like they're trying to create world PvP or anything like that. They're just kind of like harassing somebody.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like that was the philosophy about this server even to begin with, right? Like, I don't even know why, especially you, FN. I've never met you, but I think you even being in this conversation, I don't think you should even be an advocate of like any really type of that behavior. I think we should all be trying to kind of create this.
I'm not advocating it. I'm just saying it is what it is. That's actually that's very poignant, because we're talking about things we can and can't control earlier
absolutely.
yesterday.
I mean, absolutely. But all I'm just trying to highlight is like, I think it's better if we just have more collective minds going towards like a greater goal versus one person also deviating, because it's just kind of like weird energy, right? Like Kargaz is like,
it really is.
This guy is like camping me, and
I'm just happy to like I brought my. That's why I had
absolutely. But you know, I'm just trying to say this is our sandbox. We're trying to like create an actual sandbox experience where it is kind of like a unique moment for us to be able to play WoW in a unique way, and I just think it's always just better to have people try to be more advocate and just like, yeah, we can't control them, but like, yeah,
I hear you.
He's your boy.
Instead of being like, I have no sympathy for you streamers. It's like, okay, dude, well,
I feel like I'm actually a great representation of the community in terms of there's a lot of trepidation that this is going to become a streamer server. I know that's something y'all are trying to avoid, and I'm grateful for that, but I'm just trying to communicate that.
I will say it's a healthy thing to bring up that there is a lot of people who were here that didn't watch streamers, and then lots that were brought who do watch streamers, and it is important to remember that although not all of them are trying to stream snipe you, from optics, from an outside perspective, this was started from a streamer and it was passed on to multiple streamers, right? So, and now those are who is cultivating this, and the culture is being created around streamers. So it is understandable that is how part of the community probably sees it.
I think that's a good point. I also would like to highlight that I know that we are streamers, but I think like if we can just remove ourselves from even being streamers, I think this server is just kind of like a place where we can actually play the game that we like, because I think in a lot of ways there isn't really a spot for us to fit in. Like SOD, the majority of here, we don't really agree with SOD, we don't agree with Mop Remix, we don't agree with Kata, and we don't really agree with War Within. So it's kind of like, where are we gonna go? Where can we play? And that's kind of like this is silo where we can play that game. And I would love to even just remove the fact that we are streamers. I think it kind of holds a negative connotation, like, oh, streamer server. I mean, we're just passionate damn people. I don't think Kargaz being a streamer or anything, changes the fact that he's trying to galvanize and create events to bring people to be interested to play and have fun.
I do feel like we're going to get derailed if we focus on the streamer conversation, because we have so much stuff with the server. But like, I mean,
there's so many
if you try to think about like what the line of thinking would be to say, what hurts the server by having streamers? In my mind, they're just like, it actually is purely a good thing, because they're basically like marketing. They're like billboards that go out there.
I think it's a net positive, but again, there's no point talking about it. It's a non-issue.
That's a secondary, honestly.
But I think the main elephant in the room, at least IMO, Shobek called this meeting, so I feel like Shobek, you have the clearest understanding of what we're hoping to accomplish. But like the idea of extending phase 1, the idea of peeling back some of these, because okay, so I hosted Dali yesterday, right? I hosted him, and you know, he's a friend of mine. I've always enjoyed his takes on vanilla. He's definitely like a vanilla gamer through and through. But it was like interesting hearing his takes on Deviate Delight. This is somebody outside of our bubble that's not really drinking the Kool-Aid, right? But he's a vanilla guy, right? So he plays like, you know, White Main and the other just normal vanilla servers. And his chat was like kind of also reflective of his opinion when they were just saying like, oh, you know, I'm on a highly illegal character right now. Like, oh, is your character legal? Is this item okay? Is this item okay? Like, I feel like that's kind of the meme right now, where the optics of this server for a lot of people feel like there's tons of like crazy rules and regulations. Can you use this item? Can you farm this rep? Can you do this? Can you do that? But I don't think that's necessarily true, right? But like that is like a big reputation we're building on the server, that people feel like we're doing it's like some Frankenstein of rules.
That's definitely how it started out. They used to kick people out of Dead Minds groups for not being fresh level 15s. So we've come a long way culturally.
And I think that it's important to remember that like we've had to adapt and grow, right? Like a lot of these rules were made when we had 30 people online. So I think that having this conversation is healthy because like we've grown. There's like 3,000 people logging on. So we have to, you know, something's got to give.
Right. And then
I'm gonna come out and just say it. I don't give a fuck about rep items, upgraded tier 5. I think all the micromanagement stuff is not realistic and it's not healthy. That's my take.
Yeah, I agree with FN like completely. I think if people want to go do rep, they can go crazy with it. Because like you said, there's like all these like illegal rules, stuff like that. I think that it's just really the big stuff, which is ZG, Blackwing Lair, AQ, Nax, AQ20. Like outside of that, I think you can really go crazy. Is Earthstrike going to be the game changer beyond everything? Like, bro, if you want to go grind out Earthstrike, cool. Like, I don't know if that's a big deal. I don't think the reputation's really a big deal. It's like one little item. Something I'm interested is rank 14. Are we going to cap people and like not let people rank up before? Or, you know, do you want people to be able to go and get 14? Because it is a really still long grind. You know, it's not just showing up the Tuesday raid and hoping that your gear drops. I mean, this is like consistent time in. I'd love to know what you guys' opinions are on, but I agree with FN. I think less rules and just worry about the big stuff like 0.5. All that is totally fine.
This shit's only good for like 2 classes.
In the interest of time too, I feel like Stay Safe, I'd be curious his take on this too. But basically, it would be nice to be able to explain the server, like the elevator pitch of this server, in as few words as possible, and for it to be just like outstandingly clear and not cringe to people and not feel like certain stuff you can and can't use. And one way of doing that would just be like, the only thing we abide by is just the phase schedule. So like what Jobek said, it's Earth Strike, it's rank 14. There is literally absolutely 0 rules whatsoever in place about any gear whatsoever. And we would transition into purely just like, don't zone into XYZ raid until XYZ time.
Yeah, when you get events scaled to this size, like Pierman said earlier, this was a small project of like 20, 30 people, so it's easier to like communicate what these rules are and be clear about them because you're talking about them in one small little space. So it's like obvious, like all that stuff becomes obvious in those spaces. But now it's like the unpredictable scaling of this size, you really have to stick to the principles of organizing these large scale events where you have to be adaptable. And that's the biggest thing, and that's what today's about. And keep it simple, stupid is definitely something that's going to be prevalent where like something of this scale is concerned. So like otherwise people are going to get confused. We get asked, every day 0.5, AV quests, AV rep, and people are almost scared to do those things. So then what I'm seeing in dungeons is like half the people are wearing it, but I'm not going to sit there and inspect and then talk to their guild leaders and be like, oh, by the way, they were using a band of wizardry, just so you know, like, and I'm really not, I don't have time for that. And I don't have time to like pluck over my logs either for every raid group where it's like, oh, were they using one? Okay, you're loot banned next week. It turns into a logistical nightmare when you're trying to do so much more important stuff for the server. Then it turns into that. It's too much energy. Because like that was one of the things suggested in the chats in our group chat the other day was like, oh, just pour the logs. You can just check it quick and then loot ban them if they ever break it. It's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to.
Bro, when you're proposing building a script, a fucking robot to do a job for a video game, maybe we're going too far.
I will say though, my question to you guys is, and this is something that was brought to attention when we first made the rules was, do you think that letting in PvP gear that is elite, like that is going to be better than the gear that they can get currently if they spend 5-6 weeks, 7 weeks to get whatever? Do you think that it's going to make it so people aren't in dungeons? They're not organically with their guildies. They're not farming stuff for the guild. They're not doing stuff that they would normally, because you wouldn't be able to get that gear right now, right? In a normal
People
patch.
aren't gonna rank on non-AV weekends. People aren't doing it. I'm ranking every day, and I see maybe the same 3 people on Deviate Delight Horde side doing it. There's no one ranking on non-AV weekend.
So we're aware that on the weekends, at least, that's probably going to be the primary, like that's going to be the new meta, like that's going to be the meta. That's what everyone's going to be doing.
Yeah, every AV weekend the dungeon grinds will be dead.
So
If we allow PvP, which I mean that's already kind of happening. Everyone's already AV weekending.
So, like, there's a couple thoughts to that, because there's wiggle room where that's concerned. My first thought is I do plan to do weekly AVs, so that ranking is going to get more accessible on the server. We're going to do server-wide AVs, but more than that too, I think we need to consider like that was going to be allowed like halfway through phase 2 anyway. Maybe you relook at that. Maybe you see ranking, and which is convoluted too, halfway through phase 2. I think we need to make a decision. Do you want that now, or do you want maybe even a compromise like where it's like the start of phase 2 ranking gear is allowed? Or the start of phase 2, your rank 14 sets are allowed. But
I think right now it's phase 2, right? Halfway through phase 2
5
when it's
weeks.
allowed. Why not keep it? We're already pretty close to that. Just a general consensus. Hey, everyone, hold off if you can, just to give everyone a fair shake, right? Because that's the whole point. Everyone wants to catch up, right? But what's the point of catching up if we're just sitting in BGs?
Also,
Yeah,
I don't think any fresh characters are going to have rank 14 before that point.
I still would say I'm a fan of keeping the current rules on PvP gear, just because weapons specifically are so sparse in MC, and if you walk in, the really dedicated players will be ranked 14 before BWL. So if you walk into BWL with 7 or 8 melee DPS already having rank 14 weapons, that doesn't feel good, man.
Doesn't feel good, but one thing that I realized when I did my playthrough on SOM and got 14 is the rank 14 weapons weren't as good as I thought they were going to be. Like, they were very good. I was still very grateful for them, and I was blasting. But like, if you have one of the top tier BWL weapon setups, it's really right in the same ballpark. Like if you have a CTS Maladeath on Alliance, or if you have a Thunder Fury or something, right? Or even if like, it's not like you are going to out DPS them and be top of the meters every fight if you have 14 weapons, no matter what. Like it's
sure, but you're not going to be excited about the BW weapons dropping as much.
Yeah, if I can jump in to circle back what Jeffrey was saying, a big thing that I'm like super passionate about is creating the kind of like on server PvP scene. I want it to be literally at a point where we can get ABQs queuing up all day long, and it's just Deviate Delight versus Deviate Delight. Perfect world, but I definitely want to get it to a point where people can come to Deviate Delight and just play vanilla BGs that are not just AFK go next, or like just straight run to the boss. It's actually going up against the same people, the rivalries, all of that kind of old nostalgia, how it was back on 2005. And so it's kind of tough where if we put a cap on, then people like literally have to stop. And I don't want necessarily people to stop. And I think creating a space for people to just endlessly go in PvP, like if Kargos wants to go PvP all day, like I'm there and we're just PvPing against each other, it would suck that we'd have to stop and be like, all right, guys, we hit our cap, or I can't honor anymore because it might go up a rank. I don't think the 14...
You can rank, right? Though
you can rank.
You just can't wear it in raid. That's the whole. You've always been able to do PvP. You've always been able to PvP. You can rank. You can even go do Argent Dawn rep. Just don't benefit from the item.
Honestly, just
right
think
till the
that
phase.
Even if the game is potentially technically better, if we do certain tweaks and stuff, the optics are so much worse. Like, it's just not worth it, bro. Like, having to have any rules to explain to people instantly almost deads the project in a lot of people's eyes. Like, they start to think it's just some weird like Frankenstein. Like, if all you can say is like, if you can make this claim and it's true, there are no rules. There's just a phase schedule, 0 rules. Play in the sandbox, do what you want, grind or strike, do whatever the fuck you want. If people are shitting on DB Delight and saying there's all these rules, we can clap back and just say, actually, there are no rules. There's literally no rules. Just don't go into AQ and ZG. That's a really powerful statement, like the game could be better though, right? Like if there was the ability to make certain like small tweaks to things, but I don't know. That's just.
It's a lot. I think there's a lot of systems, but I do you circle back pyramid, and you made a comment about like, you know, people following the meta and going and like not doing the dungeon grinds and stuff like that. I do still think the general consensus that the players that are on the server, they want to do that stuff. They actually want that experience, and they want to go and help other people. Like if I don't know if you're on Horde or Alliance, but Alliance is unbelievable. Like you want to talk about community on Alliance right now, it is crazy. And I don't even think even allowing the rank 14 right out the gate, if it was green flag right now, everyone still wants to go in the dungeon. Everyone still wants to help other people in the dungeon, because like people here are yearning for more of an experience and like playing the game instead of beating the game. And I don't think, you know, we've all done Blackwing Lair. Whether or not you have rank 14 gear or not, you're clearing Blackwing Lair. And whenever we even decide to go into Blackwing Lair, is probably going to be well ready for Blackwing Lair. And I just don't necessarily see that taking away from the experience. And I'd love to know what everyone says. I feel like this community is like kind of different with just the core players that are actually on the soil. And I agree with Kargaz, less rules, just only making it like you just don't go into Blackwing Lair. You just don't go into these like very large patches. And outside of that, it's just kind of, yo, enjoy the game, play it, love it, go play with people, experience it.
Certain
Rules
things
are
are
always
going to suck,
gonna
though.
turn
Bro.
off for sure.
Devil Sword is
Yeah.
going to be instantly dead. You know, pretty much a lot of the, you know, you're going to get the AQ pants too from the Dukes and the whatever, like those BOE ones. What else? There's probably a lot of things that are instantly going to be, you know, Earthstrike, like you said, like people are just going to start grinding that right out of the gate. So things will change.
But that's a big experience, though, grinding Earthstrike. That's not like, what's a bigger experience, grinding Earthstrike or grinding Devil Sword, right? And if 0.5 even being available, Devil Sword is almost nothing for some, at least for rogues. You go Dark Mantle. I mean, what is maybe a Hunter's gonna go it? I don't know, Hunter's 0.5, but realistically, it's not really gonna be affecting it too much. But I do get it. It's like that little piece. But at the same time, if we wanted Devil Sword to breathe, then like we shouldn't even be in Molten Core. We should have done phase 0 and pushed it all out, and no one even should have touched MC if we really wanted to kind of create that experience. But there's people ranked 10 and still ranking. There are people in tier 1 full cleared Nax. We're getting goddamn bindings dropping. I mean, we're already kind of, you know, progressing in a way. So I think naturally it's going to be okay to have some of those early stuff kind of gone. But that's my opinion. I'd love to know what you guys think.
Does anyone have dissenting opinions on the rules being cringe? Because the only one I've heard talk about, I've basically only heard people saying they're cringe.
Yeah. Does anybody want the rules? Does anybody want rules? I guess. Who
Like
wants
the
rules?
like
I think we need more rules. I think probably the one problem is not enough rules. I think we need more regulation. People need to be told more how to play. I was doing a dungeon run with someone, and they were wearing phase 5 gear.
We should find
This
a
is
picture
phase
of their
1.
house. We should find where they live.
No, we should not do that. No.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I know you guys are joking, but let's try to stay on topic.
Oh, more rules. Thank you, sir.
Not a rule, just trying to keep this productive.
Okay. Gotcha.
No,
No,
okay,
so-
I think Cargos is right. I think optics is a really important thing, and being able to say no rules other than phasic timeline, I think that's smart. That's a good way to do it.
I think it's just not realistic to enforce. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna blacklist the guy? Okay. What if he's your only resto druid? Okay. What then?
All right, let
Shame
me
him,
say something.
blacklist him.
Let me just hear anybody who's against changing the phase rules to just, you don't zone into the raids based off the phase. Like, remove every other raid. Are there any arguments? Because it seems the majority are for that. Are there any arguments against that?
You got a gavel by your computer? Hey, hit that shit.
The other thing is, like, whatever we decide here shouldn't just immediately go into effect, right? We should probably poll the entire server, like, and just. I really do have a good feeling about it, though. Like, if we just make the best case we can for what we think is like good for the server, and just say like, yo, we're not gonna be like changing stuff all the time. Like, this is just maybe like a one-time thing, as a growing pains type of thing, just to like get the server in good shape, and have everyone just like vote on it, just a little straw poll or whatever. I think people, like 80% of people are probably gonna agree and just say yes.
You know what we could
At
do
least there's
is
the process. Yeah. Go ahead.
we mandate starting tomorrow, everyone has to make a new character. We're running it back. Level 1, go again.
I'm down.
I mean, listen, I'm down. Like, I'll keep it a buck with you, bro. I'm down.
No, we do that when Blizzard finally says we're getting a fresh server.
What's the consensus on extending phase 1?
That seemed to be one of the most like agreeable things it felt like in the Discord, and this is where the community stuff polls can come in and stuff. We could do all of it just to see what thoughts are on everything. This could be just the forum to talk about this stuff, and we can present it if we wanted to go that route too. But like, I felt like that was the one unanimous thing, especially in the Discord yesterday, was that for the overall health of the server, there's so many new players that we just gotta like, move it 2 to 5 weeks until the next phase.
So I have a question, because I think we're like in a really unique position with the whole sandbox theme. Would it be possible if we can kind of just communicate with the guild leaders like we're doing right now and just say when we're ready and then kind of give like a heads up and then go into it instead of right now in this call 4 or 5 more weeks? Because it's kind of like vague. Like we don't really know, like, is it maybe even too early for even 4 to 5 weeks? And it's like, we have this ability to actually have communication and be able to make these easy changes, but maybe just decide like we just communicate. Are we ready?
Well, that's the thing. People ultimately are going to want to know so they can plan. Like that's always important with launch dates. That's why we always want to know the same thing with like even when Blizzard's doing patches, so we can plan for it. Whether it's vacation days, whether it's like preparing yourself or whatever the case might be with like materials in game. I feel like just having it up in the air. I mean, I get the sentiment, but we also have infinite.
People don't want we don't want the vibe to be like, oh, the streamers are just going to tell us when they're ready to move on to the next phase.
Yeah.
We almost want it to be like decentralized, where it's like it's decentralized. It's not a monarchy. It's not North Korea. There's literally like, everyone knows, when it's going to happen. It's
that makes sense.
I think there's
you worded it right. You worded it right. You worded it right. I was just trying to protect us. Like, I love phase 1 and phase 2, and I personally think for me, afterwards, WoW just kind of changes once AQ opens up.
My gut feeling though was that Time Lost was going to hate the idea of extending phase 1. I thought Time Lost was going to hate it because I did sense a little bit of a rift forming with like maybe like a little bit of an anti-streamer sentiment. Not all the way, there's a lot of people in there that maybe feel differently too, but I that was my gut that like, they were here the longest, and then they were going to be like, dude, no shot. We
did a poll. So we did a poll. I will say it's pretty split down the middle. A lot of like, of course, the people who aren't for it feel like, okay, the streamers have come in late. They don't like that. They don't have time to catch up, right? So they want to extend the phase so they have time to like catch up and have content, and like that's some of what I'm hearing on the negative side. I mean, on the positive side, it just gives us more time to grind gear and do all that stuff. And, but, a lot of us have been here since mid-March, early April. So I think some people are, it's just happening.
But isn't it like 30? Isn't it only like 30 people or 40 people in the guild?
Yeah.
So 40 versus like now, what, 3,000?
That's the tough part. Where do you cater that?
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I don't give a fuck about streamers at all. There's 150 60s on Alliance, and 60 of them don't even want to raid. So I would love to have more pays one time, have more people level up to 60.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think this is even a question about the streamers. It's more about
that was weird. That was weird. You take it to that place even because like that wasn't about streamers. That was about the people that were here first, and that wasn't streamers that were here first. It was Aladar and them, but.
So I think this is more about...
The point was that 50% of the people were saying that streamers... Yeah, the poll, she said, that 50% felt like streamers just wanted more time to catch up. And I'm saying, fuck that, who cares? We need more players. Yeah, we need more players.
And that just goes with that general consensus of, look, now... the majority of the decisions are being, the majority of the people in this room are streaming or, are related to or in some respect. So it's like, it's okay that they're coming to that conclusion. It's natural, and it's not an anti-streamer type thing. I think it's just a natural thing for people who came here without a streamer, 100%. Just from a Reddit post or, from whatever. So nothing to do with streamers necessarily, but it is a driving point.
Yeah, we had the same thing happen with hardcore to a certain extent too. Just the original people on Bloodsail, and then as it grew, people were thinking about changing the rule set, and people are initially like going to have like a bad gut reaction to that because it's like, what the hell, like, we were here first kind of thing. So I get that as well. For me, the biggest elephant in the room, even more so than extending phase 1, is ZG in the next phase. I think ZG in the next phase. I don't want to be like dramatic here, but I feel like ZG in the next phase is like the only thing in my mind that could really put a severe damper on the server, because like,
is it launching the same day as phase 2? I can't remember if it's
Yeah, it's
delayed
phase
or not.
Yes, and even say extend phase 1, keep ZG in phase 2, or don't extend phase 1, push ZG back to phase 3. You know, and then that way you have a little bit of give on both sides. You know, but I don't know if you guys are thinking about both or what, like what what your guys's people
it
are
should,
thinking.
it should honestly maybe potentially just be like a phase 2.5 added, because maybe phase 3 is too late to put it in, but like that's what they did in Classic, right? Like BW came out and then
Yeah, it was
ZG came out a
delayed.
little bit later, because it's like the implications of ZG are like pretty vast and far-reaching, right? From like a leveling standpoint, from like the economy standpoint, from like the blue gear being better than raid gear in there, for it being on a 3-day lockout, for it being to like, I can tell you right now, if ZG comes out, we'll have a lot of GKPs happening, and like
Why would you ever farm Prebis if you can just go to ZG?
100%. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
kills
I
the
don't want- I
dungeons
want
more than
ZG
anything.
out.
That kills the dungeons more
Yeah.
than the 14 shit, the PvP shit. It's like, I don't know.
I think if
I
we
mean,
look
yo,
at this,
I'm down to just
keeping
throw
all
it
the
out
informa-
straight. No 20 mans across the
Go ahead.
entirety of it.
Oh,
Go ahead, Mer. What was that, Mer?
I think if we look at this as the whole conversation that's been going on, is if we simplify rules to make it easier for that elevator pitch. If we're considering permitting PvP, then instead of having PvP mid-phase in phase 2, create that phase 2.5, to have ZG come in later. I think all these ideas, we can say yes to most of them right now. But when it comes to the thought of extending a phase, to make sure that we set a time and stick to it, because if we are successful, as we hope to be, there's always going to be more people coming in. There's always going to be someone tomorrow that makes their first level 1. So we have to set times and stick with it, in my opinion, so that the people that are here aren't always waiting or think that the carrot on the stick is going to be pushed further away. You can't reach that holiday, yet we won't even tell you what day. So that's the only thing I need to make sure to express my opinion of not having it to be open-ended. We set windows of time of what are the requirements to open up the clock ticking for the next phase, and proceed from there. Because right now, a lot of people are looking at August 27th as if it's a holiday going to come. So if we press and say September sometime, whatever we do, I think we need to set it and secure it, so that if everything is simplified now, we'll be able to proceed with confidence. And I like the idea of simplifying rules. Maybe not taking out all the rules, but at least making it so that it's not heated debates of what does the detail mean. And I hope that makes sense.
Oh, 100%. I think you're right. It's important. Like we're like
She sounds
that's
very,
especially like the
like
the average
logical and
person.
calm,
They
dude.
would need
She's
to
a
know
good
that
dude.
stuff. Like
That's
people
not-
with
they're not
jobs and
really
families
I
and
don't know who
lives,
that
because
is.
it is a big deal. It's a big deal to all of us. So we want to be there for those dates, and so setting those in stone is going to be a really important thing. I agree with you. Whatever it is, whether we community poll, pick 3 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever. I agree. That's a good take.
I definitely love the idea of a community pool. Just fucking just blast it on in looking for group, get everyone in that Deviate to like Discord that's not already. Put that poll
Thing
up
is,
and at
Pumper Daddy,
least
though,
see
it's
where
a little bit more than that
where
too, though,
generally everyone
like the ZG
stands
shit,
with.
Like
I need
ZG
5
at
more weeks. I need
2.5.
2 more weeks. I want to go August 27th. Or whatever it was.
But that seemed to be kind of the next point. So we're it seems like we're in agreement as far as like this is going to be something where we push it back. Just now at this point we can do logistics and determine how far that'll be, and we can talk about that too if we wanted to. The other order was it seemed to be items, just to kind of like round out what we've been talking about right now so far. We've been talking about like the micromanagement of the 0.5. Do we feel like we had a consensus of like an all or nothing thing? Because it's hard to put that. I understood why it was in place, but it's almost hard to put that back in the box at this point with 0.5. It's almost like an all or nothing thing. Are we just kind of at this point saying just allow the 0.5? Is that what are people's thoughts on that? Is there any naysayers there?
Who
Yeah, you
cares?
can't-
It's just
you can't-
the rogues. Who cares?
You can't put that back in the box. It's already been out. So I say just
All
let 'em-
opposed to tier
let 'em
5
go.
say nay, and all in favor say yay.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay.
Tier
Yay.
0.5 is what you mean.
But bro,
Yeah,
okay.
0.5.
Next one.
Mir made some really good points.
I mean-
I like how calm you are. Like you have a good like leadership voice and style. Like you said, you wanted some rules though. Like, what rules did you want to keep? That came to mind for you?
Earmer. Well, I was gonna say for 0.5 that's coming up right now, what we're talking about. Our guild discussed letting 0.5 in, keep it how it is, and then just releasing it full at phase 3. Because again, it's that same, although it may only be for certain classes, you know, people are still having that feeling of, you know, just bypassing.
My guild's too high test. We're probably going to be using.
Yeah, there's also that. Like people are just kind of gonna do what they want to do. I just feel like the only way. I honestly really feel like the only path forward is just to strip all the rules back. But like, I do want to hear all the points and everything, you know, and have the people. Are we all down to let the people decide too, though, as opposed to just?
Yeah,
us?
we need
Like,
to poll this
we
shit
do a
because this
poll.
shit's mad
Mhm.
cringe trying to.
Like
I'd love to pull
we
it.
will put together some options and throw it out there, and then people vote on the options, right? I don't know the best way of doing it. Stay safe.
I'm def-
politics stuff. Maybe he knows, but like
I'm definitely a fan of less rules. So if we say like you can do whatever you want, including 0.5, I'm a fan of that because then we don't have to explain to people they are or are not allowed to do certain parts of 0.5 or whatever. And in fact, like in pulling people into farming Prebis, I'm only doing dungeons still because I still need valor pieces for my 0.5. So like honestly, it actually extends how many dungeons you farm for Prebis.
Yeah, because I haven't gone for the last piece either, just because of the same reason. It's like, well, I guess I could get it, but by the time I finish that set in the current, if you waited till phase 3, I would just have better. So I'm not going to farm that last piece as a result. So I do think it almost creates more dungeons. I agree with you. But yeah, that could be
That was
another going
probably
for player
the-
vote.
That was like the least of the issues I think on the totem pole.
I just
Yeah,
muted
I
Quake.
do like the
I don't think-
idea of changing like the phase calendar a little bit to push ZG back a little bit. I will say I like that.
What are we thinking? Like, if we were to extend phase 1, how long are we thinking, bro? If you do it 5 weeks, I might put something in my mouth and make it go bang, bro. That's a
Dude.
long time.
I know you don't like streamers, but yeah, there is certain things when you're in
Oh,
a
you gotta
comp
chill.
where it's like, you do got to chill,
That's
bro.
TOS?
Bro,
Yeah, that's
can you
what it
just-
is.
There's
What?
just so many different ways of communicating, my guy.
What? That's TOS?
It is. And I don't
Oh,
want to make
I'm
a deal of
sorry.
it, but it's just one of those where it's like,
Jesus.
I know you're not a big fan of streamers, and that's clear, but that's okay.
I didn't know
But you are
that
in-
doesn't
you
seem
are
that
in-
bad to me. I'm
yeah, with
sorry.
A bunch of them. I understand.
Sorry, my bad.
That. But
All
yeah.
good, bro. All good.
So you're saying you think 5 is a little bit long then, huh?
Yeah, 5 weeks is a long. Dude, MC is already kind of brain dead, so 5 weeks is a long time.
But the thing is, it's not about being brain dead, bro. This is the thing. This is why I think extending a phase is good, because when you raid once a week and it's just MC Oni, I don't think people actually burn out of that. It could be me, but I've asked the chat and stuff before. Like, MC Oni is a vibe, bro. You just raid once a week. It's just a loot pinata. You go in there. There's plenty of good shit that's bis game. There's fucking legendaries you can make, dude. Like, really good items. Like, it's that. I don't think there's much burnout if it's just MC Oni. In my opinion, I see the first wave of burnout happen once BWL gets introduced, because then you go from raiding once a day to 2 to 3 times a week for some guilds. Most guilds it's going to be twice a week, but that's where people's burnout fuse starts like hitting a lot because they're having a raid Tuesday, Thursday, or whatever. Like,
Also, for a lot of this isn't a race. Like, for some people, it's the first time. Like, I get that it sounds like, FN, you were saying you have a lot of sweaty people. That isn't the majority of this server. A lot of us aren't in a rush, and it's their first time getting there and stuff like that. And we can't cater to the 1%ers that are going to get bored after a few weeks of MC. This project's so much bigger than the sweats.
Sure.
So we have to take in consideration the new players as well that aren't trying to rush to MC, clear it, get to BWL, get to AQ. We have to take them into consideration. They're the majority. And honestly, as an advocate for the new community, we need to cater to them too. More so, honestly, than the sweats. Like, you guys will be taken into consideration, but you'll play as well. And I'm a sweat too. But if we're only thinking about us, this server's not going to succeed as much as it would have otherwise.
So is 5 weeks the thought then?
That's what we could pull the community on.
I think 5 weeks is good because, I mean, we need to let the project breathe slowly and be considerate to the longevity of the project, because once we get into phase 2 and phase 3, like, not only are folks going to fall off, but people are going to be so geared that, like, the phase 1 and the previous phase that we really love is going to be gone. and then we can't get it back until Blizzard puts a new server out.
That's why I'm an advocate of even really pushing it even longer, because I feel like this is such a special moment. I mean, we have a keys to a Blizzard server that we could pretty much do anything on, and I don't even think the conversation to be about moving forward. It should be about what can we do on this server. I mean, look at the Monday event. We're doing this crazy world PvP event that has never been done before. I don't even know why the conversation should even be really about how can we prog this server. It should be about what can we do on this server? How can we make this classic fucking plus? Like, guys, we have the keys to a server and you can't transfer here. And we're talking about a 5-week window. Most of the people won't even be able to level a 60 in a 5-week window. Still, everyone starting today probably won't even be 60 in 5 weeks. Why are we going down the narrative of pushing the server to be done? Guys, let's enjoy this. We have nowhere to go unless the plan is to hit the homie up and get another server transfer snip and we go again. But we don't know if that's gonna happen. Like, guys, let's do something new here, man. Like, we have something fucking special. You've already gotten tier 2, and I'm sorry if I'm just really passionate because this is something so crazy, and I would love to just be here for a fucking moment. We all have gone tier 2. Like, we can get tier 2 later, but this moment where the PvP is in the blues and getting the 0.5 and helping people up and having these events and communities, stay safe in fucking the arena. We're going to Karazhan. We're gonna have the tower defense world PvP event. That's the question, not when we can just get another raid on Tuesday and go get, go parse real quick. Let's maybe I'm totally wrong. I would love to know maybe some yays if people share a similar feeling that I am, because maybe I am the odd one out, and I'm sorry, but I would love is like, can we talk about what we can do on this server? Because the whole combo is how we're talking about how we can beat the server and get it done with.
So like, as much as I agree, I want this to extend as much as we can, but it is important to have deadline, like timelines, right? Like I agree with you. This needs to. I want this to last as long as we can.
I don't think we can, Jeff. I don't think we can. I don't think we can, because if people need something to aspire to, who's gonna level when everyone's already in Blackwing Lair? Why? It took 5 weeks, 2-3 months. Back in original vanilla, you'd pay this for like 8 months.
So like,
let things cook.
I agree with you. So I'm in the middle. I want this to last as long as possible, right? The phase 1 is the best phase. There's no doubt about it. But as much as that is the case, there eventually there can't just be this open-ended, hey, we might BWL eventually, because a lot of people do in fact want to be able to plan when they can do that next raid. Like, as much as we are.
Also, I will
Why don't we just say next year?
I will say,
Start of next year.
No, I will say, as the server grows, it's just a matter of time. There
People
will be
just do
people
it.
who are going to go into ZG. There are going to people that are going to go into Nax and do trash farm. As the server grows, eventually it'll hit a certain breakpoint where like it's completely out of our control, even the phase schedule and all that type of stuff. That's what worries me is too. So you have to walk that line. Like, normally we've played so many vanilla servers over the year, right? The standard trajectory of a vanilla server is that, like, by the time you get to AQ, like 80% of the players are no longer there. And usually it takes way too long, the phases of MC and BWL. By the time you get to AQ, there's not too many people left. By the time you get to Nax, there's just a couple kills left. So, but this is a different situation, right? Like, I would normally want to shorten phases and have quick and snappy phases, so to speak. But the reason why we'd be extending is really a play for the population, like so we can get the pop up like in the coming months, because it's starting to really pick up and get a ton of players now, right? So it's like we have to assume that the server just launched like kind of now in the last like 2 weeks, like type of thing, because that's when we've had the biggest pop growth. So
yeah, and to just go off of that, like, this is the best time of the game for a lot of people. Just like you said, 80% of the people love this part of the game, farming pre-raid bis, farming phase 1. Like, that's why we would even consider extending just phase 1 and keep the other phases at the same point.
And I don't think anyone's against the extension. I think the conversation point now is like, the theme's pretty unanimous. We want that. The question will be how much. And I'm not like opposed. I'm not opposed to a really long date, but I think there probably should be one for just people that need to plan, like that want to plan around taking time off. Adults, like, we have a privilege, Showback, as streamers. We can play as much as we want, any day we want. But there is adults that I have in my community that do want to plan around that with work schedules. So I know this idea of like this infinite phase 1 is awesome, and I want that too in a lot of ways. But even if it's like 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, something so they can structure their life around it, so they can play heavily too when it first comes out.
Yeah, I think November. I'm looking like November.
So
November,
let me
December is what
let
I'd
me jump
offer.
up on a box, kind of like Showbeck just did. Back in like 2004, I remember one of the coolest things was that like only the top of the top guilds were clearing the current raid content, and it was okay if the casual guilds were still doing Molten Core when AQ was out. And I don't think we necessarily need to get to this point where everybody is ready to go full previous tier BIS before we release the next content. I think a faster phase schedule that lets people play that want to play and go fast is great, and all the casual people will still be having fun with their guilds and kind of clearing content at their own pace.
Well, I think you need to understand. I think when I think of going to Blackwing Lair, that is the final phase of the game. Like Kargos said, 80% are going to drop off. So when we go here, so 2-week extension, 5-week extension, that is now ultimately saying Deviate Delight is entering, for the most part, the last phase of the server.
No, I think it's different for the server though, because like this is different gravy. This is era. Like this is sort of like not a traditional server in terms of its trajectory. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
With that saying, I'm sorry. With that saying, then you can just say we can throw this thing all the way to New Year's, because this is more of the core philosophy of people who love and live and breathe the community and playing the game, and that know once this new gear comes out, even with Blackwing Lair, it gets way more glass cannony. Things are going to become more glass cannony, more glass cannony.
Honestly,
like right now with
if November is how many months away? So that's 4 months away, right? And FN, you only wanted like 2 weeks. Maybe just split somewhere in the middle, like 2 months, or like I don't know, just go somewhere in the middle. Like maybe we go six. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pull. It has to be a pull.
We just meet halfway, right? And just six weeks or something.
I'd like to push against the narrative a little bit that everyone quits in AQ and Nax. I know someone already touched on it. That was true in private servers and in 2019 era, but I think people are more passionate and like this game on the server. I don't think
That's
the
what I'm
fall off
saying.
will be as big.
This is a different beast. This server is a different beast for sure. We've never really seen anything quite like it. I mean,
something to note, not that I'm really saying it should be shorter too, but people, you run MC and BWL as well. Like the gear is still so good, and you're not going to stop doing MC. So something to note too, but I think y'all know that. But yeah, I'm not advocating for a shorter. I think I'm somewhere in the middle too. So it's for like everyone's sake, I think that's a good call. But yeah, once again, we could like throw those numbers out. Those are gonna be the couple things we throw out just to get a community opinion. What we're saying right here doesn't have to be right. Law, we can get you guys all involved too. So we get something good for a poll. We put on like how many weeks you guys would like, if you'd like in the first place. Do like 0.5 in or out, you know, such like that. Like what we're doing here, even though it's only enforceable in guild and such like that, we'll still like, I'd love to get all y'all's opinions after today, once we have all our discussions.
Also, side note, if there's a guild that doesn't want to follow said new rules, phase rules, they want to go into the next phase, are we all agreeing to just let them live and nothing's gonna we're not treating anybody different, we're not, there's no animosity or whatever if they decide to clear that content before they clear?
We cross that bridge when we get there. It's such like a it's such like everyone's gonna get all fucking black pilled in doomer mode if we start talking about. But I agree with you. We will have to like, if and when that happens, let's just hope people don't. But if the server scales to a certain point and someone just starts doing like Max Trash Farm or something, like, yeah, I mean, to find a way forward where we're like not being cringe, but we're still also like having some integrity with the project.
I think the minute the guilds start doing that shit, the server will just implode.
Well, I don't think people's intentions are to do that. I think people are literally leveling 1x right now to avoid that. And if it does, like Kargos says, we'll cross it. And I think ultimately, worst case scenario, it just turns into a lesser completed white main. So no matter what, this is still like an incredible server to play on. And like, I just don't think there's any it's not ideal. Let's just cross it when it happens.
If we want to have a plan for the apocalypse, though, all phase schedule goes to shit. All rules go to shit. All hell breaks loose. Panic in the streets. Yeah. I'm still playing here, bro. We still double down. You can still just play vanilla here, bro. With everything out, it's
absolutely
fine. It's fine.
So,
absolutely.
Ultimately, with a lot of these rules too, it's kind of like in-house. You know what I mean? To like for up to us to be like, wow, we want to decide to do that within guild. I personally don't plan to do blacklisting and cringe stuff. It's just one of those where it's like, hey, I won't be raiding with them. And if there's an axe geared person and I'm doing a tournament for like in BWL, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I can't really compete in that. But like other than that, there's I'll go in a dungeon with them. It's just too hard to micromanage. Who the hell wants to sit there inspecting and be like, all right, did you have the bracers of eternal power? Well, blacklisted, and now I have my Discord to tell they're blacklisted. It's just I can't. So it's one of those where it's almost enforceable in guild, like, oh, they're breaking a ton of rules and they're going off phase. The big question, I guess, was almost like, what if whole guild does? And I think partially that comes down to like how drastically. Is it just they did a week BWL a week early, kind of cringe, but they did their thing. What can I do? If it comes down to they're doing Nax farms, super cringe. And then I guess you figure it out then.
But I think at the end of the day, like we spoke about this too, right? Like, what if guilds are going to do that? Like, if they end up doing that, it's just such an intense commitment. Imagine leveling 1x and then just breaking what this entire server's philosophy is, just to do that. And everyone's going to know. And yeah, it's not like we're going to alienate you, but people aren't going to like you. And
yeah,
subconsciously and passively, things are going to be weird. And it's just, again, like Kargas, we'll figure it out. I do agree. We don't want to be looking in people's gear. If someone wants to come do something, we want to invite them and make it super simple. And it's just an honor system. Like, at the end of the day, it's really just an honor system. And I do think most people here are absolutely so down about the honor system. And I don't even think it's going to be a problem.
Bro, just to wrap it all up, one option
like
that we
said,
could present to the community.
This is still like the best server to play on. Like,
yeah,
what are we going to go play soft?
And you know why it's the best server? Because you guys are here. I'm not even kidding. It's about the people, right? At the end of the day, it's about the people, not the phase schedule, not the rules. If you're here with your homies and you're playing vanilla WoW, it's going to be a fun time. And somehow we've managed to get a lot of our friends, new and old, here on the server. So basically, no matter what happens, we'll be all right as long as we just, be decent human beings to each other. But to wrap it all up, though, into one package, like if we're going to present options to the community and go like, yo, guys, like, we're not your boss or anything here, but like, some of the top representation from all the guilds on the server came together, and here is like a couple options for you guys to vote on and see where you guys feel. Like, one option would be 5 weeks, extend phase 1, give people time to catch up, and then BWL will come out. That would be phase 2, and then ZG would come out, let's say 6 weeks or 5 weeks after BWL, so that would be a phase 2.5. And then AQ would come out like 5 weeks after that, so which would basically be like that 10 weeks that you guys originally wanted to have in between all the tiers, right? Like AQ would come after that, and then it's just, normal, no more rules, just follow the phase schedule. That would be one just like package bundle of change type things that people could vote on, like, hey, that sounds pretty good. And then we put together a couple other options.
I'd like to do I think we should just do different tiers. Like, we should do expedited and then middle and then longer. So if you're going to be going off of like this 5 or 10 week, then we should look at like a 15-week spread and like see if people want to straight up 15, something more just stretched out. That's
a good idea.
And just have different tiers. Like, there's an expedited speed run, there's a middle, and then there's a super slow. And then figure out if people want to vibe on that. And I guess the baseline is what people want, 10. So an extra 5 on phase 1, and then everything else is 10 weeks. So that would be the baseline of expedite. And then we just increase it by there, 3 weeks, and then another 3 weeks. So it'd be 10, 13, 16 weeks on each thing.
Yeah, we can try to see what folks want with that. Like, as far as like just increasing the overall from phase to phase by the extra 5 weeks or something after the completion. So like, I guess it sounded kind of like folks were on board for stalling the ZG, at least proposing that, and then making ZG halfway through phase 2. That kind of, now, do we want to do this? Is that going to be ranking gear too? Ranking gear and ZG gear and ZG are available halfway through phase 2 of BWL. Does that kind of sound like where people are at?
I think that was I think that was at least what the middle ground was, right?
Just to understand, Pyramid, we could rank to 14, just don't use the weapons in the raid.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Because the whole point was so we could kill the bots, so we could farm the bots and report them, and we wanted to be in BGs, we wanted to do that and be able to compete, and it was just wanted to give everyone a fair shake and raid.
Absolutely.
It was the only thing.
Yeah. I don't think that's too hard of a rule to follow, because I mean, come on, like, you're gonna know who's 14.
Yeah.
That shit is hard to get, so it's only gonna be a few people.
And I think that's gonna be a guild the way I see it is if I got a guy that only has PvP gear and he's only, he's coming to raid and he's not helping with raid and he's doing whatever, like it's just going to reflect in the guild, in the community and everything. It is what it is. If you want a PvP, if you want a PvE, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, and you can use that in the world and stuff too. And it's just that, like, yeah, if you go in with that stuff, you are probably going to mow it down. And you might anyway, right? But having those rank 14 weapons at the start is pretty incredible.
Oh my god!
So I do
dude.
see the merit there. There was a reason Blizzard did that same thing with ZG and rank 14.
Sorry, never mind. My bad.
No, it's okay.
There's
Cool,
a
so
Biznix, there's a Biznix Accuroscope on the server now. What the fuck?
Oh, that's huge.
Is that the Biscope?
The 3-hit scope, yeah. That's crazy.
Nice. So we'll create a schedule for the Discord, and then everyone can go vote on it. We'll probably give it like what, 2 whole weeks or a week? How long do you want to give it, like the window? And we all just push it like every day, like please go vote, please go vote, please go vote.
Yep. Give it like a week or something. Try to vote. There's a couple more
2?
things we can still talk about
Okay.
too. Yeah, we can do 2 weeks. 2 weeks of trying to vote.
Cool.
There's a couple more things we can mention, but I feel like it was almost like packaged in with some of the other stuff. Like, there's a lot of clarification needed. I'm sure we've all ran into it. AV ranking gear, AV quest reward. AV quest reward, just let people use it. It's a catch-up gear. But I think that's going to be unanimous. But what about like I feel like I see rings all the time and from AV. What are our thoughts on that?
That shit's barely a DPS increase. Who cares? If you sim it like Blackstone ring against the AV ring, it's like
I'm telling you, we have an opportunity to like wipe the slate clean here and just go no rules and keep it super simple.
0.05%
Yeah,
DPS
I agree.
increase. Who cares?
I'm
Yeah,
down.
it's-
If you guys want to keep a
Small little
couple
items.
rules, then if you guys want to keep some little rules, you just have to weigh that. What do we gain from keeping a couple little rules in here?
Yeah,
you might
I
gain
agree.
you might gain a little bit more like balance. Maybe is that what we're hoping to achieve? But what do you lose? You just have to compare. What we lose is like
Players.
our reputation.
A lot of players.
To some people, not everybody. Some people will understand, right? But we'll lose some reputation to some people, and the server is a little more complicated to explain to people. So like the new user experience, so to speak, coming onto the server, like it requires a little bit of a conversation where you have to like clarify it. It's just something to strongly consider, right? Like if someone says, "Yo, I'm thinking about playing Deviate Light," like how does it work? It's like all you have to do is you just don't step into Nax, you don't step into AQ Man, you don't step into ZG until XYZ date. Do whatever you want to do. Godspeed.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally agree. I just want to get clarification on some of that stuff just for the record, and like we can add that into the when we say that 0.5 stuff, we can like almost blanket it in some ways, saying like the micromanage, and we'll think of a better way to put it.
That
The
should be one
micromanage gear.
bundle though, right, Jeffy? Like,
Yeah,
so if we're presenting
exactly.
if we're presenting the community options, one of the options to the community should be like exactly what you said, Mira. I think you've made very reasonable points. So like your exact thing that you said should be an option for the community to vote on, like a halfway measure, right? Where like there's a little bit of rules, like you can't use some of the ranking gear in raids. That should be one, right? And then the other one is just the straight like lawless, like just phase schedule. And then the other option is maybe we just keep what we have. Don't fix a broken car type thing. I don't know.
No, I think that seems to be the consensus. Is like get rid of the stringent item stuff, because it's like even if you farm your ass off for it, you did work for it, and it gives you something else to work for in the world and stuff like that. And I don't think with this current setup, especially with slowing down ZG, that like farming for those additional rep items and those fun things that are available right now are going to hurt the overall schedule. Like I feel like it's a good place to be. Get rid of the like item tedium and kind of cut back on all that as a blanket, not just the AV stuff. So I agree with you. It can just be like one thing they vote on. Like, hey, do we cut back on some of this item tedium, like all of it? We can list it, or whatever. We can come up with a list and be like, hey, do we just not want to worry about this stuff anymore, or whatever? And it seems that's the consensus. It's like no one wants to micromanage that stuff. It gives you extra stuff to farm, which is cool. So I like it. I was getting tired. I was getting tired of trying to like figure that out myself and then instruct players, because it was like, anyway. So I like that. Simple is sweet. The bigger the project gets, the better it's going to get, and the bigger it can get, the simpler it is.
Yeah, but like I know that Mir is representing a lot of people here that have that take as well. I can just sense it. That some people want some rules. They like what we have. They feel a little maybe oppressed or infringed by streamers and stuff like that. Whatever your guys' ideal version of the server is, we should throw it out there into the public forum and have people vote on that as well as an option against other options too. Like really just make sure that is an option for people. But I don't know, maybe like Jeffy or someone from the Alliance can draft up a couple of these straw
I can work
poll
on it.
options, and then just blast it out to the community for.
Yep. Yeah, I'll
days to
definitely
vote
will.
on.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll make sure
lot of-
there's a poll in the community tonight in the Deviate Discord. I'll make sure to ping everybody. So if you guys want to get involved, make sure to get in that Discord.
It might take a little while though to like refine it though, and make sure everybody
Yeah.
feels like they're accurately represented. Like Mir should look
True.
over and be like, "Yo, that is what I want, 100%." Let's put it on there. And
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that know that this meeting is going on, so people are going to want to see something happen, whether it's things are staying the same or things are changing. So getting that poll out within, let's say, 24 hours, I think we could say that we're working on a poll and that we're going to be opening it up for people to vote. This way we could build up, for lack of a better word, hype that this poll is coming, and then continue for the amount of time it's going to be
poll
up there.
hype. Anybody
to
hype for the poll?
Try to push
I'm
people
good.
to vote us.
Thanks for listening in,
It
guys.
is,
I don't know if this is interesting for you
fair
guys. but
amount of points
it's
of
kind
view.
of cool, dude.
This way, if anyone
Town hall
feels
meeting.
that, I liked A and everyone else liked B or C,
Poll
at
look
least
a
they
hype, poll
know
look a
it's
hype.
more of a democracy instead of just the handful of us saying this is how it's going to be. I really love the poll idea. But this way,
Agreed.
if anyone's asking or sending whispers, what's going on, to be able
Yep.
to say a poll will be coming out.
100%. And
Yeah.
that makes it seem like the
Yep.
streamers aren't just dictating everything, right? It's
Yeah.
a democratic decision.
I like that because that's the narrative of like streamer deciding everything. Even though I'd like to point out too, for those, I know it's kind of little random, but like a lot of the folks in here are in leadership positions, and we're just coincidentally are streamers. I bleed this server. I live this server. I care about it more than I probably should. And so it's so much more than just a streamer thing. And I want to kind of like get that point across. Like I love this fucking server, and I am a streamer, but also a GM and a creator of this server. So like it's so much more than that, and I want to get that point across. And we go out our way to get leaders in here too. And so yeah, I just wanted to say that. And the polls are kind of like solidify that this isn't just some like open, behind the scenes closed council. This is the way you're doing it. We want to get you guys involved, and we want to hear what you have to say. So please do get in that Discord and tell us your thoughts.
Hell yeah. The
And
other thing,
just-
I guess the last. Oh, sorry, go ahead, bro.
Just to mirror that, a lot of the discussion points that were like made here weren't just by streamers. Like I know FN, Mir, and myself are not streamers, and we had a large discussion point in this conversation. It wasn't just streamers making all the decisions.
100%, bro. That's a great thing to add in. The other thing
Thank
I was
you,
going
my
to bring
friend.
up is the idea of all the stuff that is like potentially unsavory, but not TOS, and getting like our just our stance on that. Like I talk about like boosting networks, summoning networks, GDKPs.
Oh, man.
Everyone has a take on that stuff, right? In my opinion, like it goes back to the no rules thing. Like something can be unsavory, it can be something you don't like, you can think it's bad for the server, but it's not like banned. You know what I mean? So it's like, in my opinion,
Yeah.
people just do what they want, right? Like you don't have to join the GDKP, and if you don't like it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we should hard ban GDKPs because the gold
feel
selling is
ya.
already getting rampant, and that's only going to make it get worse faster.
But you can't control it, is what I'm saying. That goes back to that. That's really what it comes
Yeah,
down to,
you
though.
can't control it. I just feel like on paper, at least, you can say,
So-
hey, it's not allowed.
Here's what we can say at the very least too. We can say like, hey, this is something that's really discouraged. We're trying to create a certain server culture and an experience that is very natural and organic, and it's not like the current white main. It's not like the current classic servers, the mega server, streamer servers where it's 20k rampant gold buying. GDKPs like we'd love for that server culture to be preserved in a more natural state, like a true classic experience without that end game capitalistic grind where you hoard a dragon pile of gold. That's all, you can get your gold. That's cool. But like if we could try as leaders of this community, right? To try to like instill those values on others and discourage it, I think that's the best we can do. Be like, we don't like to do that here. Like if you boost, you're gonna like, are you you know what I mean? Is there some? I really don't want the world chat to turn to like boost and summons. That was one of the pure things about it, and why I liked the green wall was where it was just like an old private server world chat. I'd love to maintain that feeling. So if we could try to like push that narrative at the very least as leaders of the community within our guilds, because we have a lot of guild leaders and officers here. If we push that narrative, who's left? There's going to be more guilds. It might be inevitable, but that's the best I think we can do, is try to create the space we want.
Agreed.
Yep.
But if people do it, we can't control it, and
There's
it's not
nothing
like
we
they're
can do.
blacklisted. And I do
Yeah.
think the optics are shit if we tell people, oh, it's banned on the server, or like,
Yeah,
you
I
can't
agree.
do this on the server. That's, you know, it was shocking to me, to be honest, when I hosted Dali. Like, I mean, I love the guy. It's just like his community is really like the other side of the coin. Like, they're not drinking the Kool-Aid. They're playing vanilla, but from like white main and the normal servers. And I could tell to a lot of them, like, they're trying to be nice. They're not trying to be like, you know, disrespectful, but they're definitely, you know, bantering. You know what I mean? And just kind of saying like, oh, like highly illegal character, like this, yeah, all this type of shit. And like, it made me realize that, you know, our server's reputation is mixed, to say the least. And
my question is, why are they even on the server though?
they're not on the server. They're playing like white man.
Yeah,
they're playing
not.
our
They're
servers.
just commenting
Well,
on a server
oh,
that
they're
they don't even play on.
Yeah.
And that's why it shouldn't even be valid in the conversation to a certain extent, because it's like,
Yeah.
I understand the optics, but if people hear that there's a fresh movement that isn't white main, bro, and they're gonna come running if they want to come. That's plain and simple. The people who want to play that white main mentality, they're gonna stay on white main.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the
also-
question is if we're trying to attract more people or not. Because if we're trying to attract more people, then this is something we need to consider that might be keeping some people away.
Well, I just find it very, very tough to. Everyone here is pretty much leveling because they don't like. People don't want to play in a GDKP world. That's the whole reason why people are here to begin with. That's why they're playing 7 days for a character to 1 to 60. If they wanted GDKPs, then why not just go to white main and they're gonna just go boost a character. They're not gonna do all the leveling that they're gonna do here. So I don't really think it's gonna be an issue. And if it does, I think like the community members, like, yo, we'll just reach out to them and just try to reach out to them. Like, yo, man, like this is really what the server's not about. Like, is there anything that we can work on? Like, we could, as the figureheads of the community, just politely reach out and try to communicate with someone that is trying to maybe understand like where they're coming from and be like, yo, can we just really not do this here? And then if it does get to that point, which I don't think it will, I guess we just handle it from there. But
Yeah,
I
I
don't think people are coming here to do that. I don't think it's gonna be a problem.
Our current community hasn't put like a hard ban on GDKPs, but definitely you can tell there's a frown upon it.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're going to have a problem with it. But one thing that I do want to actually bring up since we're on the topic is I've recently seen an influx of people spamming, at least on the Alliance, that they're willing to pay gold if a healer will log on and heal their group. And I'm just kind of wondering, like, where do you draw the line? That's borderline GDKP. It's not quite the
What?
same.
No.
What
No, no, no,
are you
no,
talking
no, no.
about?
No, listen, hear me out before you start judging. All right, so GDKP, all you're doing is you're incentivizing geared players to play the game to get gold. So it's the same concept with a healer. You have a healer that maybe doesn't need anything from a dungeon, so you're incentivizing them with gold to come play the game.
It's kind of completely different because when you're in a GDKP, there's multiple gears getting bid on, so the pot is insane. Giving a healer 2 or 3 gold to help a group get through when most of the time the group is collectively pitching in, so the group can actually happen, is completely different than having 30 items all bid upon against each other and then the pot divvied.
No,
Yeah.
I totally get what you're saying, but also just from a numbers game, I saw advertisements for 40 gold this morning, which was kind of ridiculous.
Okay.
And then why I'm saying I want to put the pin in this now is because right now it's not happening very often. But I already see healers that need dungeons. They're not the right level for the dungeon, and they're advertising that they'll heal a dungeon they need for
You
gold.
just
so
let,
it's
you
gonna,
just let them cook,
it's-
bro. Like you can
I
ban it
know,
within
I know.
your own
What do
guild.
you? What's
ban
the
it within your
solution?
guild. Yeah.
Okay, but hold on. Here's my point. It's eventually going to devolve to a point, and again, this is what ifing. Devolve to a point where you can't get a healer unless you pay gold. And so all I'm saying is we don't put a hard ban on it, but you at least to your guilds and maybe like have a conversation and say, hey, we're where this is happening, and just letting you know we're not really like a fan of this playstyle, and we'd appreciate it if like maybe people didn't take this approach to the game.
Totally,
Just-
within your own guilds, 100%, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I will-
I'm just having a call since we have the leaders of the server here that maybe you should consider having that conversation with your guild.
Yeah, got it. Makes sense.
I see where you're going with like the worry that then healers would opt out to wait for a dungeon until they get one that's offering gold. But at the same time, I feel like the taint that corrupts GDKPs doesn't run. I've never personally seen it, even on the most mega servers, where that's like corrupted to the point where healers just don't do dungeons unless they get gold. It feels like that service was almost kind of a thing for the hyper geared, where it was like they're kind of helping out, but then they're like doing it for gold. I do dungeons every day. I would never want to do that myself, so I get where you're coming from, and I wouldn't want that to become the norm. But I don't think it will. Like A fair point to bring up, though, honestly.
Yeah, and OG, I believe you play on the Horde as well. I know
Yeah.
right now Alliance are like in desperate need of high level healers, so that's why it's becoming a little more common on Alliance. And it started with like I saw one healer doing it, and now I see this morning I was playing, for example, and there was not a single healer online, and I just saw every group basically, not every group, but like 3 groups spamming willing to pay this much gold for a healer to come heal this dungeon. And I got a little bit
I get
cautious,
that.
like this might become
Yeah.
a problem.
I totally get that. Hopefully, as you guys are expanding so rapidly, you'll start to get more hybrids up there. And if I ever have Alliance players asking, like, what should they roll, it'll be like, hey, consider a hybrid. So, yeah, that's totally fair.
Fantastic.
Trying to think if there's any other last minute things. Anything people can think of that they'd want to throw on the poll at all, or concerns. Like, this is a great time if there was anything at all.
The other thing is, guys, like, this is kind of like, you know, something I've been working on a bit recently. Like tomorrow I'm doing this World PvP event. It's one of the things I think that can really separate our server from any other server that I've ever played on, and I've played many. I know some you guys have as well, from private servers all the way to where we are now, is the idea of open world battlegrounds. Like, this is a streamer server, bro. Like, whether you hate that or like that, like there's a power to it in the sense that, like, we can pretty much mobilize people to do really cool events and stuff that, like, maybe wouldn't be compelling enough normally. Like, so an open world BG concept, the one we're doing tomorrow, is going to be like Northwatch Hold, Alliance on defense in the towers, and Horde essentially just doing that quest but killing Alliance commanders instead of the NPCs. It's going to be at 7 server. We're hoping to like really get some good footage and stuff of like just tons of people playing, because you know that's going to look hype, right? We can get like screenshots and videos of that. We can RP a bit doing it as well too. So I just want to throw that out there. It's 7 p.m. server tomorrow. Alliance on defense. Alliance, for those participating, can kind of determine what commanders they want to have in the towers. Yeah, I would appreciate it if people would give it a chance and spread the word and try to get good participation. We did it last week for Karazhan, and I think it was a success last week, even though there wasn't really there wasn't really like any rules or anything like that. It was just for fun. We were just fucking around. But yeah, tomorrow at 7, and hoping to do stuff like that every week, every Monday.
Yeah. I just wanted to, you kind of on the note of like, hey, this is a streamer server. I know there's been a lot of talk, even in the chat earlier, it was almost like almost anti-streamer sentiment, which I just want to like say, we're not your enemy. Like, we love this place and we want to make it fun. We want to do cool events. I myself, I'm an event organizer. I have been for many years. I live, breathe, eat events, commentary, do commentary, do dueling tournaments, RP events, and everything between. I'm not your enemy. I'm your friend, and I want to create cool things for you. And you kind of have the best of both worlds right now, and I understand that sentiment. And I think it also comes from like a place of like, you see what happens to these Asmongold servers of 20,000 people, and this isn't that. We're not, you know what I mean? We don't have that kind of pull to bring to this server anyway. So you're getting the best of both worlds, where you have some really fucking passionate people that want to bring you cool events and cool things, and then at the same time, you don't have the taint that comes with like a true like streamer server. You know what I mean? We once again, you can look at us as streamers if you want, but I'd rather you look at us as voices and leaders on the server that are trying to create a really cool place for you guys and us too, because we're old. A lot of us are old, like Cargos and I. A lot of us are old.
I don't mean, when I say streamer server, I don't mean it in some sort of like flex way. I mean it in the sense that I honestly believe that probably 95% of the population that's playing on the server found the server from a stream. And that's just like the fact of the situation, right? It's not like that's all I'm pointing out. That like, there are some people, like you said, Mir, that were here before. Maybe they just found it through Reddit or something like that. But like 95% of players, either Jeffies or Grays or Showbeck or whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah, a good point. Oh, go ahead, friend.
I just want to mirror that. Like, you don't have to be watching streamers and interacting with streamers to have a good time on this server. I've actually personally leveled up to max level, and I'm doing end-game content, and I have very little interaction with streamers. Not that I fault you guys for anything. That's the way I play the game. And I'm still having a good time. You don't need to do that. Just have a good time.
Exactly, and you can even go to those events and not have anything to do with streams. I post them in the Discord, so like this is a good point to like talk about events just a little bit as we're chatting the shit here with so many people. Where like I'm gonna be doing, and other boys are already, and it's lovely to see events weekly, 2-3 events weekly. This Friday we're gonna be doing. I'm putting signups in the Discord for AV, the whole server-wide AV. There's going to be dueling tournaments, RP things, and you don't need to even interact with streamers to take part in this stuff. You can just be a part in the Discord and like learn when events are happening and word of mouth and in guild and stuff like that. There should be a lot going on. You certainly don't need to be a part of the streams to get involved with that stuff.
Hey, what's up? I want to know if it was a nothing burger, if this is a conspiracy theory or real. Is there Deviate Delight merch?
No, there's no merch, bro.
Okay, it was a nothing burger.
There's a button on a website that got everyone.
But I have a question in that regard, though. Since I started creating the website where people can check the events, maybe download art assets and stuff like that, I heard mixed feedback, so I'm not sure how the sense is generally about the website.
Thank you, by the way. I haven't.
Yeah,
checked it
thank
out,
you
but
so much,
thank
bro.
You.
It does look really cool, I will say.
I haven't seen it, but thank you. I'd love to see it right now.
Yeah, Brandon put his own time and money and energy to go set something up nice for the community, bro. Make a nice website where we can host events and stuff like that, and then the people obviously just want to kind of, I don't know, tinfoil hat or what, right?
Wow.
Like just try to make it a bad thing, but
Listen,
What, it was like,
I need to say this.
I just
Listen, I need to say this. I am an American. I love this country. Okay, this country is built on free market, economic, capitalistic principles. If you have a problem with cargo selling T-shirts, you are a fucking communist.
based.
No, I'm suing. I'm suing.
no, I'm not sure.
I
I just heard mixed feedback. Some people, I don't know, said they didn't like the merge option. I think maybe people get it the wrong way, because when I set up the website before, it wasn't in maintenance mode, and the navigation had a one link that said merge. Maybe people got it the wrong way. It was just an idea, and I heard in Cargo's chat when he presented the fish logo that some people wanted to have it on a t-shirt, on a tab or whatever, so I just thought I might just put it there. So I'm not sure what the general stance is on that. I don't need to make money of it. I don't really care, but if some people want to represent it, like rock some, I don't know, merch, we could offer it. That's just the thing.
I know
In the
it's catering
classic
to a niche,
community,
but like people are just so sensitive to that stuff, and like even just the people already complaining, even as small as the numbers they are, it's just not worth it, bro. Make like $100.
the classic
t-shirts or
community
something.
is allergic to monetization.
Which
Yeah,
is
if they
crazy,
want
because
a
if you were
shirt
going to
or
go try to make money, you would go to Classic.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
If
funny.
they really want a shirt or
Like I
something,
said.
they can go get it made, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to make money of it. I could, if somebody wants it, I could just make it for like production price or whatever. I don't care. It's just I just want people to use stuff. I'm always happy when people use like emotes or other shit I make. Just makes me happy. So if anyone is interested, I just want, like I said, had different
No, dude,
feedback,
the
mixed
logo you made
feedback.
is so
just-
nice, bro. We appreciate it so much. It's really good.
No, a big shout
Yeah.
out to Brandon, because like this reminds me of Classic, like old Classic, when people would just make things sheerly out of passion. No one asked him to do it. He made a dope ass website, had all these cool ideas just because he saw this community. He was like passionate about it. He's a career driven dude, a talented man, and does not need to dedicate his time to that. And it kind of just shows how special this server is when someone's like, I have a skill, and like you guys could use this skill, and I'm just gonna do it in my own volition. I respect the hell out of that. Thank you, man. And then while we're giving
Yeah,
thanks
thank you
too,
guys.
yeah, salute, my friend. And we talked about it a little bit about it being like who's when the server started and streamer server. A big shout out to all the people that planted the seed of this server. With Aladar and his team, the original folks from like Time Lost and stuff, Pure Maiden and all them.
100%.
Bandito Red, J50, all those guys. A lot, lots happened, but without them planting the seed, we couldn't have came here and then cultivated it and then kind of watered the plant and created this fresh project and made it as big as we have. So big thanks to them as well for doing as much as they have to get us where we are now. They kind of like planted the seed, if you will, and now we're gonna run with it. Let's see what we can do, friends. And yeah, we'll have those polls soon, and we look forward to hearing you guys' opinions. I'll try to format that tonight and run it past all of you guys in the Discord before we post it for approval.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Appreciate you guys. Good meeting. I feel like
So
This
quickly
was-
that we had things that need to be discussed, and here it is.
absolutely. I love all of you guys. I really do. I appreciate all of you guys playing on the server very much.
Yeah, GG's, man. It's an absolute pleasure.
need to go change my diaper.
Good call. Sam. Alright, guys. Sounds good. We got some action items. We covered everything. See you later. I'm going to dip out now. Appreciate it very much. Thanks, Chevy.
See everybody.
Thank you guys for coming.
All right. Thoughts, guys? Thoughts? That's like streaming a political debate or something, dude. I knew it was gonna ruffle some feathers too. Like everyone has their own takes and stuff, but hey, it's all out there, man. It's all, every discussion is out there, dude, in the public domain. I thought it was a pretty good meeting though, honestly, and like, yeah. I guess my takeaway from that is I was right in the sense that there is some anti-streamer sentiment forming, like amongst like kind of the time loss group and the original guys who were like here first. So that was kind of validated today, which I kind of just like suspected it is true, and I understand why it happens. And then also like, you know, they still want some rules. At least a good portion of them do. They want to keep some rules with 0.5 and PvP gear. So I think that my guess is that's what it's going to come down to. Option A is going to be play the game, no rules, just a phase schedule. That's it. Don't zone into these raids XYZ date. And option B is going to extend the phase 1 and then add a 2.5. And then option B is going to be probably something similar, but it's going to say like don't use PvP gear in raids until well, whenever they originally had it, you know, something like that. It's so hard to get into this place on the mountain. This kobold cave. Option A for me, just keep it simple. Yeah, that's where I'm at too, but like, don't mind streamers, but when streamers think they are leaders or have any authority just because they stream, that's what I think grinds a lot of people's gears. I get it, Grey Gem, I understand, but what's the other alternative, Grey Gem? What's the other alternative? What's the other alternative, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a platform, it's reach, that's all it really comes down to, right? And it's not real life, right? This is just like a game. And like, people that don't have any sort of reach or platform or whatever, like it's just, it's not real life, you know. There's not like some sort of due process for people becoming leaders and all that. Like, I do think it's kind of like almost, if you're streaming and you have fans and you're bringing people to the server, you are kind of in a leadership role. It is what it is. I'm just being completely honest. Trust me, I really don't. I don't like it. I don't. Because I've realized over time, like with hardcore, that stuff actually puts you in the line of fire. Being in a leadership role when it comes to WoW is actually horrible. And I feel like we've all played the game enough to realize that. Being in a leadership WoW in any sense in World of Warcraft, like if you're raiding or something, it ends up being the least fun experience. It's actually better to just be like a pumper. That's my ideal role in like a raid though. Like you just show up and blast and like don't even say, you don't have to say anything, like it's the most fun. You only take up leadership roles because others are not. They get authority and leadership if there's a vacuum and a need for it. If you don't want that, don't watch them and be a leader yourself. Exactly. Are the rules set besides a phase schedule? There's going to be like a straw poll coming out. I'm guessing in the next 24 hours. And then we'll get clarity after that. And you guys are voting. So just for the record, just to make sure we're all crystal clear on the same page. This is not like a couple people making a decision here. This is you guys making a decision. My vote is the same as your guys' vote on the server, like of what you guys want to do. I don't get 5 votes. I'm just a guy like you guys, and everyone's gonna vote, and something's gonna win, And maybe the time loss thing is going to win, where like we can't use PvP weapons in raid. And personally, I think that would be bad, because having rules turns people away. It makes people think we're playing like some like Frankenstein server. But we just live with it. It's not that big of a deal. This is what it is. Which one are you voting for? I just want to go with the no rules, bro. Like, no rules, just don't go into ZG. And I also want ZG in a phase 2.5. That's the number one. That's actually the number one thing I care about. ZG. No rules extend phase 1. Yeah, extend phase 1, but not to like November like Shobek wanted. Like, honestly, even just 4 weeks. 4 weeks phase 1 would be sick. I don't know what they're gonna come up with, but just give people a little more time. That means like if you're starting now, if you just started playing like this week or last week, like you know, you have like 4 more weeks to catch up. It's like plenty of time. Yeah. Why do you need a website for events when you have a Discord? Just because it's kind of cool, man. That's all it is. There's no conspiracy theory. It's just kind of cool. Brandung's a designer. He's a web developer. These are the skills he has. This is what he knows. He makes a logo. He makes a site. He can whip one up super fast. You can showcase events on it. You can showcase streamers. And I think part of it, at least for me, part of the appeal of a website is the idea that this kind of feels like a private server in a way, or gives me those vibes. And back in the day, like whatever you're playing, whether you're playing Elysium or you're playing Astarius or you're playing Light's Hope or you're playing Everlook right now, all those servers have like a brand. They have like sort of like a sense of identity. They have a website. They have some infrastructure. So it's not needed at all. You're 100% right. It's not needed. Logo's not needed. Website's not needed. But it really is just a fun little thing if people want, you know, to give the server a little more identity and solidarity and spirit decor. It's just a site to promote as well as advertise the server, drawing more people here. Thing is, too, Zalia, that site, you think it's going to get a lot of traffic? Fuck no, dude. I've built my fair share of sites over the years. I've built guild websites and stuff over the past. It's just for fun, dog. Like, if a Deviate Delight website comes up, deviatedelight.com, how many hits do you think that's going to get per month? You know how niche this can be? It's going to get like 200 hits per month, bro. It's just for the fucking lulz, bro. Yeah. Are you going to involve EU in this, or is it just NA? EU already has their own thing going. They're playing on Zandalar Tribe, and they're doing all right. The leader of that community hosted us earlier. ZZS Games. Yeah. Still need 2 more, man. This quest is taking forever. We're gonna go to Badlands in a second. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that though. That was pretty fun. That was pretty fun. Where's the Gray streams at? Gray's normally doesn't stream on weekends. He did yesterday because it was raid, but he's a family man on the weekends for sure. He tries to carve that out for the wife and kid. Yeah, who cares if it has some flair and some branding? Why does that scare people so much? Branding and recognition does not equal scam. It's like I said before, bro. If you talk about anything that's even a perfectly neutral piece of information, like I could read the back of my peanut butter jar right now, and if I was good enough at doing it, I could make it sound evil. You know? I'll try it. Okay, so this peanut butter, it has roasted peanuts, but the second ingredient is sugar. Sugar, guys. I told you, sugar in the peanut butter, and contains 2% or less of molasses, fully hydrogenated vegetable oils, rapeseed and soybean, mono and diglycerides. I told you, dude. I've been right all along. I told you. Seed oils in my peanut butter, sugar in my peanut butter. Not my peanut butter. It's not my peanut butter. Back in my day, peanut butter was just peanuts. Ground up. Man, fuck Jif. Fuck Jif, dude. Fuck Jif, man. I always knew it. Bunch of fucking grifters, bro. Jif is grifting us, bro. They put seed oils in their peanut butter. God damn it. God damn it. I always knew it. I knew it all along. Jifters, yeah. I only say that because I have a jar of peanut butter in front of me. Like, I just eat peanut butter out of the jar. It's one of my, like, guilty pleasures. Can't help myself. It started in the army for me. I would be so hungry when I would go to, like, the DFAC. I would just, like, start eating peanut butter packets in addition to my meal. And then the habit stuck, and I just, like, love peanut butter. Like, too much. Not even, like, the organic one. Like, I do, like, just straight up, like, Jif. Like, a little bit of sweetness to it. I'm old as dirt. What exactly is a grifter? I don't even know, dude. It's a new type of term. It just means someone who's like in it for the money, you know? But it's funny that people call me a grifter or a scammer, bro. Like, I've literally made an entire holiday Christmas album for vanilla World of Warcraft. A full-on complete 15-track Christmas holiday album. Like, what? Benny and Bog. Like, I'm a giga vanilla nerd, bro. Like, I love this game. I always have. Like, if you wanted to be a grifter or a scammer, this is not the place where you would be. You would not be playing vanilla WoW. I promise you. I don't really understand why that's so hard to understand, but like, there is no money in this. There's $0 in this. There's $0 in vanilla WoW. It's for passion, dude. It always has been like that, even from the start, even 2019. Like, I mean, some people do get their start streaming and stuff like that. You could argue that, but like, this is a very, very, very niche thing. If you wanted to make money, you would be doing damn near anything else than playing vanilla WoW. This is actually griefing ourselves right now by playing or watching Twitch or whatever. We are griefing our dollars per hour massively. Massively, dude. We'd all be way further ahead in our careers, have nicer houses, nicer cars, but we're playing vanilla WoW. And no regrets, bro. Best game of my life. I mean, you made a whole ass add-on to make money off of Classic. Yeah, bro. That's why we made it. That's why we made it, because we not because we love the game, right? Not because we played private servers for years and years. Not because we've been playing this game since 2016, bro. Not because we like leveling, man. Me and my friends, we like leveling. I'm here leveling right now. I guess someone could ask why wasn't it a free add-on? Because it took a lot of time to make that, though, peroxides. Like, it takes a lot of time. That's why there hasn't been a high-quality, like, leveling guide type of thing in the past, because in order to actually do it properly and really create something, it takes a ton of hours. And I don't think there's anything evil with starting a business. I actually like that, dude. That is who I am. Gaming and entrepreneurship have always been the two biggest, most consistent factors of my life. For me, when something is like able to turn into a business or become profitable, it becomes real. It goes from being like a hobby, something that's purely just for fun, to something that actually adds value to the world, because people aren't going to buy something unless it adds value. So for me, like, it's not inherently an evil thing to start a business. It's a cool thing. It's a good thing. You know, you take what you're passionate about, you take what you're doing, and instead of just enjoying it at face value, you try to think outside of the box. How can I, like, iterate on this? How can I, like, go a step further? What kind of tools could I make? Like, what kind of things could we innovate on to make this better, to make the community better, to, you know... What are some of your failed business ventures? Oh, I've had a lot, bro. I've had a lot. We'd have to be here for a while if I explain them all. I've had my fair share of misses for sure, bro. But yeah, but I've had a couple hits too. It's pretty criminal to display helm with that thing on. Yeah, I kind of like it though. I kind of like it. I like it on BT2 org. Okay, do I finally have enough? I do. Okay, good. Let's turn that in, and then we're going to Badlands, boys. Badlands hype. Your orc is a space ranger crash landed on a strange world called the Rothy Highlands. Yeah. It's always been one of my favorite items in this game. It's so cool looking. It's iconic. The Goblin Rocket Helm. And it's so good, dude. Like, it's honestly one of the most powerful cooldowns in the game. It really is. When I did all my duel tournaments and stuff on Scarum and all that, like, almost all the time, I thought about a lot of different ways to open up a duel or whatever, right? And if I have Rocket Helm off cooldown, you just open duel with Rocket Helm, or you open the fight. It always just is the best thing ever. It's like free win. If you have Rocket Helm, you should win like the duel. And the same if they do it to you. Like they're just in such a favored position. Get the perfect opener on you. Crescent key. Wandering key. Yo, see you later, beach. Take care, take care. Yo, can we get some positive? Oh, hold on. Let me kill this night elf. Let's sneak up on our prey. Let's sneak up. Shh. Shh. Everybody be quiet, dude. Be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. Ren first global. Now he spoke. Now we spoke. Then we do this. This is always the worst, man. When they just accept their fate, they don't even fight back. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Do something, bro. What the heck, man? That was not fun. Blind me or something. Oh, a free honor. Yeah. Oh, another one. 38. All right. Yo, Keela, thank you for the prime. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you for the prime. Thank you for the prime. I appreciate it, guys. What I was saying though, if you're enjoying Deviate Delight, if you've had a good time on the server, if you're optimistic, let's get some fish emotes in the chat. Some Deviate fish emotes. I need to see some love. If you're having a good time. Everyone has it. If you're a follower, you have the emote. Yeah. Let's just get some vibes back. Let's get some vibes. How's the EU side? Also active? Yeah, they're active. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, EU's active. I'm loving the Crusader, dude. Crusader is so good. I'm using Flurry Axe, by the way. Flurry Axe, Crusader, main hand. It's weird to have it in the main hand, but it's so good. So good. Deviate hype, baby. Nice Zandalar tribe, yeah. Sup, I was the priest you just killed. What an honor to be slain by Cargos. Appreciate all you do for vanilla. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, bro. You know it's all love, too. You gonna do the elite quest after that one? Yes, let's do it, Nacho. We might have a shaman, guys. Let's do all the elite quests, bro. I'll pick them up. Let's see where you're at. And you're already here, too? Oh, perfect. That's big XP. That's big XP. There's like 4 quests or something, right? Yeah, a little Wind Fury. Yo, guys, I think I'm getting addicted to Wind Fury. I think my next character is going to be a shaman, and I'm just going to follow my warrior and drop Wind Fury. Is that cringe? I think I'm addicted. I need intervention. It's too fun. I think I'm just going to like tab over to my shaman and hit Wind Fury. Oh, yes, I won't harm you again. Any Wanheda sightings? No. No more Wanheda sightings. But it was crazy that they were defending the stream sniping. They're saying like that's what you get as a streamer. You gotta reap what you sow. You get to make money and stream games. You gotta get put into the dirt. It's just not honorable, bro. Like I'm a great level to them, right? If I'm 60 and they want to fight at 60, it's kind of different, right? If you're a level 22 getting killed by a 60 mage, like, what? What lack of class type is lacking on the server? Healers. Healers. Okay, let's see what we can abandon. Soothing spices. There are more docks. That's the breadcrumb to Feraless. We're not going to do that for a little bit. We could probably get rid of it. Pick that back up in Tannerus later. Okay, Foul Magics, Merez Cal. Yep. That's the first one. I think there's 4 quests total. We're going to ding 44, bro. If we do all... I'm going to ding 44 if we do all these quests. Get stocked up on nice water too, man.
What can I do for you?
Orcalar.
Loktar.
That's the ogre kill quest. There's one more, I think.
What brings you here?
Sigil
May
of
the
Strong.
eternal sun shine upon
Sigil of Strong.
you. Come get the food. What you want? You be careful.
Alright, let's get it, bro.
Spirits with you, man.
Vendor real quick.
How?
You think we can 2-man it, guys? Kind of forget how strong these guys are. The Stromguard quest. Think we can 2-man? Shaman Warrior?
Are the horde.
They're green quests. But they're all Giga Elites and there's tons of them. Do you think the server will be appealing to PvPers? I think so, man. We're doing a world PvP open world. We're doing an open world battleground tomorrow. It's 7 p.m. server. I hope you guys will all be there. It would really mean the world to me if you guys came, even at just level 1. It's going to be very cinematic and awesome. It's going to be the Guns of Northwatch. Alliance on defense in the keeps. Horde on offense, starting in Ratchet. We march over, fife and drum music playing. We send waves and waves of orcs to their death. And we have to slay the commanders. Cargos, I'm so hyped. I'm leveling my rogue now because I want to fight for the Horde. Hell yeah, Kuzo. I'm excited to play with you, man. I've never played with you before. Come through. Yo, what's up, Hitched? What's up? Yeah, we're getting up there 44. I really want to get 60 on this guy already. I don't know how
let me see. So if we get to 44 today, let's see if we get to 44.5 today. And it's Sunday, right? Tomorrow we're not going to level much because we're just going to be preparing for the PvP event. Maybe I'll try to get 1 level tomorrow. So we'll be 45.5 after Monday. And then we'll try to do 2.5 levels a day after that. 45.5 to 48 on Tuesday. 50.5 on Wednesday. 53 by Thursday. 55.5 by Friday. Once you're in the 50s though and you're starting to run the dungeons, it feels good. You no longer feel like that compelled to want to be 60 so bad. Hell yeah, we got some help too. How's your guys' weekend going? Doing anything cool? Eating anything good? As for me, I went to a diner with the family today. Got steak and eggs for breakfast. Don't usually get it. It was like steak with like onions, jalapenos, over easy eggs. Instead of hash browns, I got cottage cheese. It's not good. That diner coffee do be hitting too. Alright, let's get it, Nacho. So how do we do this? What's the best way? Maybe we start with Yo, can you find the orc, Nacho? With Farsight? Marezcal? My god, we just pulled everything. How did we pull so much? I'll fear here, I'll fear. Okay, I'll bandage too. Yeah, so any of these guys can drop the Sigil of Strom. Then we need to kill the orc Marezcal, go to the ogres. Kill the ogres and then kill the named ogre. Maybe Alliance doesn't have, or Horde has the quest to kill the main guys in Stromgarde. Maybe it's Alliance only. Up in the keep. Oh, dude, that's so lucky. We got it already? This is a quest that can take a while, bro. And Marezcal right there popping up on unit scan. Okay. Alright. Perfect. She can spawn in a bunch of locations, so. Yo, we got Drago with the Twitch Prime. Thank you, brother. Thank you for that Twitch Prime. Welcome to the community, man. How's it going today, bro? Big Drago in the house. Thank you for the support. Raspberries and buffalo cheese and pork. Oy. I'm here for the meeting if you're waiting for me to start. Okay. Yeah, we'll kick it off. We were waiting for you, Baron. We did do one SM. I forgot which one wing. Oh, gotcha. During Road to Rag, eh? has disarm here. Been watching you for a while, bro. Glad to see you're back. Started playing vanilla on Som and use your guides a lot. Oh, yeah, man. Appreciate the kind words. Good to have you here. Nice. We're doing good, bro. 2 quests done already, and we just got here. Let's go to the orcs now. Oh, could you also check to see if Prince Nazjak is up, Nacho? He's in the water. If you don't know where he's at, I can show you. We're over here already, right? Just pick up a little title charm real quick. Yeah, show you. So you know Faldir's Cove. If you press M right now, and you see those quests that are in the mountains and kind of like in that little horseshoe of water southeast of us, like directly south and then a little bit east, right? So that whole area, there's some pirate ships in the water, and there's a rare spawn there near Prince Nazjak. I don't know if you have Uniscam, but if you just like far side over there a bunch, it'll pop up. If not, though, it's all good. Having a tuna packet right now. What flavor? Lemon pepper? I used to eat those all the time in college. Little sun-kissed tuna packet. Good for the gains. What's a good late game ranged weapon to go for Hunter? I'm level 56 Horde. You should get Bloodseeker, man. Bloodseeker is from AB. And, but there's a chance that it's not going to pop because it's not AB weekend. But that should be top priority for you to do an AB and win. And then you get that out of a crossbow that's comparable to Rock Pilar. Other than that, you can try to get Heart-Seeking crossbow. There's a BOE blue crossbow. That's pretty good. It's like almost as good as the Strat Undead one. But at 56, you might be able to run Strat Undead as well. I think Whoops could take you. So you could do Strat Undead and it's off the first boss. Off the spider boss. He drops the crossbow there. Carapace Spine crossbow. It's good. Or at 56 you could do Elbers and get Black Crow, but it's very low drop chance. It's like 9%. I wouldn't count on it. Ginger sesame mixed with sriracha? That sounds pretty good. Yo, did you guys know there's a Michelin star taco stand? Found that out the other day. I thought Michelin star was only for fancy restaurants. Yeah, in LA, yeah. Okay, I think the named guy is in that tower up ahead. I've been in LA for 6 years, I've never heard about it. Yeah, the other day I went and I tried Michelin star fried chicken as well. There's actually a place in Sacramento that has Michelin star fried chicken, and it was insane. Like, it was not a meme. It was so good. Best fried chicken I've ever had in my life, actually. It was an extremely fancy restaurant, but the top thing on the menu was just fried chicken at the top. It was weird. Cargos, have you ever had Korean fried chicken? I have had Korean fried chicken. Koreans know how to fry things. They're built diff. I think it's because they double fry it, right? But they're fried chicken, they're fried like, what are the other things they do? Korean corn. Has anybody here had a Korean corn dog? That's one of the best tasting things I've ever had in my life. I had like a hot Cheetos Korean corn dog. Oh my god. It's like, that's like last meal type shit. I'd put it on there as a side dish. Yeah, they go crazy, 100%. Okay. Let's see if we can sneak in here, buddy. Here we go. War Post 40 looks so fun. I just can't get myself leveling them for so long with constant raid starvation. Yeah. I honestly like the feel of dual wield leveling better than slow two-hander. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I like both. Don't get me wrong, but there are times where it feels slow, like unresponsive, sluggish. The raid is just too chunky and spiky. You miss 2 attacks in a row. Like, it doesn't really get you bricked up, you know? Dual wield warrior leveling gets you bricked up. If you have like ADHD brain and you're just trying to blast, like, you feel much more in tune with your character when you're dual wield. Yo, Cargo's late to the stream. What was the meeting about? Any changes to the phase schedule? No, we're not like making any changes yet, but there's going to be a poll that comes out in the next 24 hours or so to the community with some options. And people are can vote on which option sounds the best. So it's going to be kind of democratic. But the options are going to include, like, one option is just to stay the same. Like, nothing's broken. Well, why fix something that isn't broken? And we just stay the course. Option 2 would be we opt for a much simpler, like, rule set. Much more simple rule set. So there basically is no more rules. It's just a phase schedule. Use any item you want. Do whatever you want. It's extremely simple to explain the server to people. You can explain it in like 3 words. So yeah, like, basically no more rules, just phase schedule. And also as part of that, we'd extend phase 1 by a little bit and make ZG go from phase 2 to phase 2.5. That's what I'm voting for. That one. I hope it turns into that. Yeah, miss 2 or 3 attacks in a row feels really bad. It does, bro. It does. I don't think I'm gonna use Kangs, guys. Am I trolling? I have this in the bank, and I don't think I'm gonna use it. Where is it? I have a Kangs with Crusader in the bank that I can use at 44, and I'm not gonna use it, guys. I don't think I'm using it. I'm vibing too much like this. And like this is the exact playstyle I'm gonna have at 60. So I'm not really gonna become washed. I would just use this all the way to 60. This makes you a chat. To be honest, dual wheel is the way. Yeah, I like dual wheel, bro. You kind of have to be twinked though. If you're not twinked, I think like two-handed would feel better probably. Can someone explain what the emergency meeting was about? We talked a lot about different pressing like issues on the server. So, phase schedule. People wanted to potentially extend it, change ZG to 2.5, remove rules, make it more simple. Talk about GDKPs and just like there's guilds splitting up. There's just a bunch of stuff. Oh well, he's not in the tower. He's just randomly over there. Yo, I think we can go to him this way. There's some way to get up on this ledge. Maybe we can just walk around. Yo. Okay, we can just jump from the tower. Let's just jump from the tower. It's already cleared. Need funding and hit for sure. Horde is good with Hinterlands Trinket. Yeah, Jinthor. 100%. Dude, I keep thinking I found a rare in my game. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, unit scan. Does anybody know how to wipe all the data from unit scan? And so you just add everything from scratch? Is that a possibility? I looked for a menu the other day. Oh, no, there's no way to get to the outside of the tower. Oh. Okay. Let's see. How do I basically just want unit scan for players. I don't want any of these NPCs on it. I gotta figure out what to do. Y'all see what I mean now? Why I said what I did? What did you say? Oh, we can just walk up here. I'm stupid. Just use spy. Does spy do the same thing as unit scan? I thought spy was for like honor spy. Okay, we're about to take 3 mobs, bro. 4 mobs! Okay, bro. This is about to get crazy. Hang in there, man. I'll kill him as fast as I can. We'll probably have to fear, right? Up here. Just blast him in, yeah. Okay, good. 1 down. Give me bandage too. We get full health. MP5. Yeah, we lost. I'm gonna try to net one. Okay, I netted one. I'm gonna kill this one now. We're gaming. We are gaming. All in a day's work, my boy. Good job, man. Really good healing. Let's see. 7 more shamans. Seven more shamans, 3 more lords. Mauler, shaman. Okay. offhand sharpening stone. I ran out. I need to get some from the city. Spy alerts when enemy players are nearby and you can add them to a KOS list quickly. Oi. Yeah, maybe I should just use that then, okay. I'll look into it after stream today. Thanks, bro. Back to dual wield, damn, is it better than arms? You can do both, man. But like I said before. Oh, another blue. Wow. Level 34. Blue bow. Slow two-handed arms leveling feels a bit clunky sometimes. Not always. When it hits, but like, you know, when you just disintegrate stuff with sweeping strikes, but like, it's kind of a slower playstyle, you know? It's slower, bro. Like, it's kind of more fun when you're just fucking this fast, smooth rage gen, attacking like crazy. There's no swings and misses. There's no big gaps in damage. God. Okay, I'm gonna range these guys. I'm gonna range. I'll just range these guys, bro. I'll bandage in 10 seconds. Just run. I'm good. I do have fear as well. Here. I'm gonna fear all of them, and I'm gonna bandage fear. Just let me bandage. All right. I agree with that. Maybe I'll try to do it with a 20 or at 19. Yeah, are you Horde or Alliance? Horde, you can get a really nice dual wield setup early. You just basically go to BFT, get Outlaw Saber, and you get Wing Blade from WC. And you get 2 blue weapons really early level, get Sharpening Stones for them. It feels so good. Horde, yeah. You should, that sounds fun. And you can dual wield his arms too, bro. You don't even have to be Fury. One more shaman and we're done, buddy. We straight up like speed ran these quests, man. They're so fast. I love having a shaman partner. My shaman partner. Next fresh, I'm going warrior first with a shaman. Pocket shaman. This HC? Oh, this is just regular vanilla, bro. Yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys watching today. Hope you're having a good Sunday. If you have any questions about the server, about anything vanilla, anything classes, specs, anything at all, love answering your guys' questions. Got my full attention. What up, homie? What was the meeting about? We went over pretty much everything with the server. State of the guilds, state of the phases, rules. Pretty much everything, man. The top guild broke up last night. I think we're done, man. Let's go turn in. We are done. Yo, do you want to go? You want to go Badlands with me, Nacho? Did you do anything Badlands yet? I have totally fresh Badlands, but I gotta make the run. Well, we can log out, skip there. What do you think of plant-based diet for fitness? Been trying it recently and feeling good. If it works for you, bro, then it works for you. I don't think I'd be able to do it. I like meat too much, and I don't know how to cook much vegetarian stuff. And I eat out too much. But if it can work for you long term, I think it works great. Like, you're probably gonna live really long. I do think, like, if you're on a plant-based diet, you're probably gonna live longer than us omnivores. It's not as much like inflammatory stuff in your system. But I guess my concern would be, like, can you really pull it off, man? Can you really just not eat meat? Long term, like in a month from now. Just plants. Man. That is rough. I like bacon too much. Pancetta. Steak. Tri-tip. Brisket. Some nice cubes of Wagyu A5 seared over one of those big Japanese grills. A little salt and pepper. To be honest, the combo didn't progress that much. Felt like Cargos was the only one trying to talk serious. What's best for the server? There's a question mark mage? Don't tell me it's my boy Wahida. Where? What was it? Was it a gnome? Don't tell me my boy Wahida's back. We're a little stronger, we're a little higher level, we might be able to take him. This way? Okay. I've been vegan 8 years, I don't miss it really. Damn. Oh! He's on an epic mount. He's looking at us. I think we lose these, bro, to be honest. He's got turban on, like he's pre-bissed out. With, I think he just hits Arcane Explosion and kills. I'm down to try, though. Let's just bounce. You got him 40% yesterday, not bad. Wahida, right? Yeah. What do you think would happen if Asmongold came to the server? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't really watch his stream too much. I don't hate the guy. I just don't know. Like, how many viewers does he get when he goes live? A lot, right? Like 20,000 or something? 30K? If he started tomorrow and said, guys, against the wishes of OTK, I'm going to play Deviate Delight. I'm going back to play Vanilla WoW. This is my new main game. This is the server I'm choosing. He made a big deal out of it. Yeah, we would probably get like 5K players. I mean, probably. If he has 30K watching, he might get like 3-4K players from that. The server would just like double or triple or double, probably double. Stones of Binding. That's right. Kill foes rock. Oh, and he's right here, bro. Convenience. Okay, let me pull rage on this. Yo, guys, can you split pull foes rook? Does anybody know? Or do we just Giga Chad send it and keep fight everything? It might be kind of hard to split pull though, because he has like caster Andes with him. Primetime Q, man. I'll try. Let me try to split pull him. Let me try. So I need to like dynamite him and run this way, and then I need to find a way to like hit him again. Okay, let's go. Okay. I need to somehow hit him again now though. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to shoot him. I hope that hit him. Dude, that's the fucking easiest quest ever. What the fuck? All 4 of his kobolds that have his whole fucking Power Ranger team with like different abilities, caster, healer, all that's gone. Because I threw 1 bomb at him. And I shot him and hit him for like 1 damage. Already made his in ZG. Right now? Slash who Zulgarum. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Call Aladar. Call him up, bro. Look, guys. What do we do about this situation? Blacklist entire guild. He's in the old dead guild, bro. No one's in this guild anymore. But it's not like he's guildless. Oh, is that the follow-up killing that guy, the Nan? Nacho, don't die. I'm coming. Let me get the quest. Oh, never mind. Let me just go to Hammerfall. Uh-oh, mages in ZG. Make entire server reroll now. What is he doing in there though, guys? He's the only guy in ZG. There's no other people, it's just him. He's just alone in ZG. Farming Biju? I'll have to ask him. Should we ask him? Yo, what are you doing in ZG? Let's see. Farming reputation. He's alive. He's not a bot. He's a human. Beaches have been on the age. What are we gonna say? What should we say? Do you know about the phase schedule? Maybe he doesn't know. I mean, not much we can do, you know? I'm just curious. I does feel bad, man. Does feel bad. Not gonna lie. But, not much you can do. At least he's not in there clearing the raid, though. It's like 20 people, right? Phase schedule is voluntary. I mean, you say that VCS, and you're right about that, like in the sense that people can't enforce it. But why would you not just go to white man at that point? It's literally like 20 bucks, bro. For the price of a foot long and a cookie, you can just go to white man and just play normal. Freedom to just piss in people's Kool-Aid. It's like basically it's like you're having a party, and the vibes are good. The music is good. Good DJ. The drinks are strong. Everybody looking sexy. Everybody having a good time. And somebody comes in and just like pisses in the Kool-Aid, you know. All right, come here, Druid. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. We fear. Okay. We need to prepare for the big damage. We do this. Goblin Death Ray. Kame. Hame. Oh, that felt good, bro. How much damage was that? That was only 859. He didn't respond. What's up, Breezy? Alright.
Who you be? Okie dokie.
Who you be?
Later.
So many quests to turn in. I think we're gonna ding 44 here, guys.
Loktar. Strength.
Strength and honor.
Sword of Hammerball. That's the official sword, huh? Looks pretty cool.
What do you need?
Official Sword of Hammerball.
Relax. Stay away from him.
Okay, we didn't quite ding.
How? We shall meet again.
Some people just don't like people telling them what they can or can't do. I don't blame them, really. I understand, though, J. Dolan, if you have no option, right? Like, let's say this is the only server you can play. This is the only place to play vanilla right now, right? There's no other era realms. And people come up with this whole phase schedule and all this. I could see people saying, no, like, you can't tell me what to do. Like, it's my 15 bucks a month. I pay for the game. I'm gonna do what I want. But it's not really like that because there is other places to play, you know? You can play Mankrik or White Man. Atish is another era realm that's not dead. So you're kind of choosing the server where most people are playing a certain way and deciding to say, I'm going to do my own thing. Like, I feel like it comes from like an unhealthy place. It comes from like almost a mean-spirited place. Because you could say like, oh no, I just want to play here because there's high pop. It's like, yo, White Man has got way higher pop. White Man is probably 10 times the pop of this server. Way higher pop. And everybody is doing exactly what they want there. It's not that they got told something not to do. They abuse the project of others for their advantage and ruin others' fun. I'm being honest, that is kind of how I feel. Because, you know, there are other options, you know? And, like, let's say you started here, and you didn't realize all, like, the implications of the phase schedule and stuff, and you just thought it was normal vanilla fresh, and let's say you got to, like, level 30 or something, and then you're like, oh, I didn't know you couldn't use this. I didn't know it was like this. You could just transfer off, you know? You can transfer to White Man. You can't expect to micromanage people, especially when there are no rule-based servers by Blizz. It's an honor system at this point and can be easily trolled. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. It just doesn't stop the feeling of feeling like the people that are doing it in kind of a mean-spirited way. 100% right. You can't. Yeah. There's always going to be people. But I want to know their perspective on it, you know? I want to know why. It's the only fresh server with healthy population that's not GDKP with a ruined economy. It's not GDKP. Yeah, but you know why there's no ruined economy, ATT Fighter? Because of these rules, bro. Or the phase schedule and all this, man. That's what I'm saying. So they want to get the fruits of the labor of like having this server that is like playing by a certain rule set and phase schedule. But not follow it themselves, you know what I mean? The economy would be way more messed up if you could just ZG Croc farm, if you could sell Bijus, if you could go just directly into AQ20 and ZG right out of the rip. Oh, that guy's great. What's up, Only? How's it going, man? But yeah, I can't remember where I did see you in someone's chat, ATT Fighter. Because I see you in Gray's stream, I see you in my stream, I see you in all the Hardcore Homie streams over the years. It might have been Dali's. I think it was Dali's chat. And you were going off on DD. Like, thinking it was so cringe, so terrible. And it was shocking, bro, because I remember your name. And I was like, dude. Why is this guy saying that? Oh, is that you, Hershey? No problem, man. Yeah, I don't kill honorless targets. No point. Bonkai. Who is Police the Pally? I'm not sure. I've run into him a few times. He's kill on sight for me too. What was the meeting about late to the stream? We just went over everything on the server. Current state, issues, extending phase 1 possibly. I'm looking at Police the Pally and BB right now. Yeah, follow his ass, get him, bro, wherever he goes. Yeah, there's gonna be a poll coming out, Rocks, and people are just gonna vote on what they want to do. And it'll be democratic. We'll just choose the option that most people want to do. But I am guessing, I am predicting that in like a week from now, this server will have no rules. 0 rules. And it's just phase schedule. Just phase schedule, 0 rules. Phase 1 extended by like 4 weeks. ZG moved to 2.5 so it doesn't come out with phase 2. That is the prediction. Yeah. We had a meeting only with all the the GMs of all the guilds, Alliance and Horde. It wasn't just streamers, there was non-streamers in there. We had our first town hall meeting. Go on the mushroom, Nacho, and log out. Police jumped me like 3 times. He's on my list. Yeah, same here. Same here. But he's a red pally. I'm not tripping. He is a retribution paladin. Why did you meet? Like I said, just to discuss everything with the server to make sure we have a good path forward and that, you know, we can right any wrongs and make sure like everything is good. Everybody, like for the most part, people are happy. The server's moving in a good direction. Like, I have noticed recently a lot more kind of haters on DD. About DD. So I'm trying to see why they don't like DD or like meme on it. And that was a lot of the points that I made. It's like, how can we repair that reputation? Where I do think a good chunk of the people playing on white main, the main reason why they don't want to play here is they feel that the rules are cringe. And they don't want to be kept from any content. Or any items. So I do think the phase schedule needs to stay in place because that's the most important thing. But as far as the items, just removing any like restrictions or anything on items, it's already like a... Is this how I get there? There's some like shortcut into the Badlands. I'm trying to remember where it's at. LMAO Bran. But I digress. Is Bran here? Oh, Brandong, okay. Path into the Badlands. Maybe this is it. Bro, this is such a waste of time. I should just go in the normal way. There is some shortcut though. God damn it. Forget. There's a way you can kind of finesse up the mountains into the Badlands. What items? Like dungeon sets? Yeah, like dungeon sets, PvP gear, all that stuff. Earth Strike. Duke gear and stuff like that. You can summon the Dukes and Silithus and get all that blue gear. I do think the game would be better if that stuff wasn't in this phase, obviously. I think we all would agree. But there's just no way to enforce it, and trying to enforce it is kind of... it's just a lost cause. But I think you can get 99% of people to abide by the phase schedule. And that's it. A lot of people from White Main won't play because of how progressed their characters are and they don't want to restart, I think. Yeah, there are some people like that for sure. But vanilla gamers are built diff. We like to go again. It's one of the things that separates us from retail indies. You know, like if there was a real classic era fresh announced by Blizzard, all those white man guys are re-rolling, right? Everybody's gonna re-roll and go again. But yeah. Yeah, no, I agree, Bromenda. But that should just be like a guild policy. I think he like kind of dialed it back after we brought it up, and he was like, "Oh yeah, okay, I understand." It should just be a guild thing. Within your own guild, you can do whatever you want. I still remember on Everlook 1, I duo leveled with Asmus, right? YouTuber. We played double Undead Sub Rogue, and we were legit RPing as like gatekeepers here into the Badlands. Because this is right where it goes from friendly into contested territory for Alliance, right? So we just sat here, and we just like ambushed people as they ran by, and the server had tons of pop. Like we were constantly fighting. It was super fun. Oi, oi, oi. Anyone playing Starfall right now? Oh, I need this iron. Everlook launch was really good. A bit disappointed with the Starfall launch. I agree, dude. I agree. The server feels way smaller than Everlook 1, right? Way smaller. Level 40 priest. That guy's fair game. Oh, and a rogue. Okay. Okay. We got ourselves a ball game here. We got ourselves a ball game. Let's do this, brother. He's out of mana. He should be cooked here, right? He should be cooked. I do have a dot row on me. Desperate Prayer comes out. Let's get a bleed up on this guy. Oh. He's gonna drop combat in a second. He's gonna drop combat right now. Get the rend. Got the rend. He's cooked. He got the rend. Yup. I should have intercept up again too. I do. Whoa, 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 whoa. Got a druid over there. Another one. Bro, this is so fun. We should just PvP, man. Ah, did I get him with it? Nice. Frost shock. Dude, there's so many alliance here. They're gonna get their act together and kill us. I'm calling it right now. There's so many of them. This is exactly what happened on Everlook, bro. Asmus and I would just be getting in these crazy battles out here. The Repentance. I have nade up. I have mount though. I have mount. I'm gonna catch his ass, bro. I'm gonna mount before him. He has no mana and he's a pally. Pally with no mana is useless. We stay berserker for the fear. We just keep fighting. Get ready for the fear. Coming any second now. This guy's gonna die in a second. Guy's dead. We drop combat here and then we charge. He'll be dying soon. I have no healing though. He's almost out of mana though. I'm gonna stun him. Execute. Good night. I have 0 health potions. That was a fun battle. This guy's back already. You want the smoke again, big dog? You want the smoke again? You want the smoke again? This is so fun. Here, I bandage you. Big bandage. I really need a healing potion though. Dude, this is good honor. 43. This is the secret, bro. This is honestly the secret towards getting big honor. You just stand right here. Oh. Oh, I'm toast. I think I'm toast. Rocket on this guy. Okay. We can stabilize. We can stabilize. We can stabilize. I disarmed this guy. I have to... Oh, I'm coming, bro. It's... Oh, here's your toast, aren't you? If I had healing potions, man. It's okay. I'm in Sanctuary and they're dooming so hard right now? What do you mean? The hype going into phase 1 with wall? Yeah, dude. 100%. Oh, dude, we have another Zug Zug. Reinforcements. This is so fun, dude, in World PvP when it turns into this. Like, it's just trickling more and more people. Alright, let's go, my boy. You ready? Round 2. Fight. We fap. We go here. Hold on, hold on, hold on. We go here. I gotta kill the priest first. What am I doing? What am I doing? I need to kill the priest first. Oh my god! I'm cooked. There's so many of them. I'm clearing them. Nice, good heals. Somehow you're keeping me alive. I got him slowed. I can bandage in 17 seconds. Yo, good heals. How the fuck did you keep me alive? Holy shit, bro. Our boy's dead over there, though. I'm pooling rage. I'm gonna pool rage. I'm gonna bandage, and we're gonna turn. Okay? We're gonna turn in a second, bro. We have to. We have to. I just have to get a full bandage off right now. Bandage. Bring it on, motherfucker. Bring it on, mother. Go to sleep. Night, night. Yeah, coyote. I thought it was a fucking shaman for some reason. Where are they? Good job. Oh my god. They're like pissed and basically saying we're doing our own thing, fuck everyone else. What do you mean? Are they pissed because of like the call? Like what are they pissed about? Can you explain? What is upsetting them? Hold on, let me get this node over here. The nade on the coyote was funny. Oh, dude, Vanilla WoW World PvP is so good. Oh, God! He wants to smoke, boys! I'm an orc! He doesn't realize! I'm an orc, we resist these, and I have a shaman with me. Oh, you thought you were going to be doing the crippling kiting. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. Good job, boys. Zug zug. They're pissed about a delay. Yeah. I mean, they can just vote, dude. They can just vote. They can just vote like everybody else. Okay, the priest is still there. Okay. Okie dokie. He's running though. Should hit him. Okay, buddy. The power of the horde descends on you, brother. Buddy. Some zug zugs. Yes. Good job. There's a 42 shot. Yeah, 42 hunter.
Yeah, man.
That was fun. What's the PvP add-on with the drums? You mean that big noise that keeps popping up? It's unit scan. I'm about to turn it off, bro. I actually am getting annoyed by unit scan now. It's popping on everything. I need to find a way to wipe all the data and just add people a la carte. Oh, thank you. Whoops. Yo, let me get that mining pip. Thank you, bro. My bad. Dude, thank you, sudden shock. Had no potions.
Tastingo.
Alright, let's see. So I got the RXP guide up. Get Kargath Flight Path first step. Let's get it, let's get it. Download Spy real quick off CurseForge. It works instantly. Super light add-on. Okay. Alright. And since you're here, you can show me how to like use it too. Okay. I disarmed this guy. Most important thing. Disarm. Now he's good. Okay, CurseForge. It's just called Spy or Honor Spy? Spy Classic? That's gotta be it. Spy Classic. All right, hell yeah! And how do I add people to like a kill on site? What's up, Born Boy? Doing good, man.
Yo, I got the best deals anywhere. Be
What
good.
do you need? Be safe. Loktar.
Do you have Endurium Flakes now, Nacho? Oh, okay. Another one. You have Endurium Flakes?
Time is money, friend. Glad I could help.
Okay, nice. Let's do that. It's easy. It's right here. And we need to kill buzzards. When they pop up with the noise, you add to KOS list. You gotta do /spy show. Okay. Spy out on enabled. There's that same guy. He's gonna stealth. And we gotta shout him out. Slow. Got the rend. He's cooked. He is now cooked. Okay, spy add-on enabled. So what's the command to add somebody to it though? Like Wahida. Wahida Guantanamera. Should send some sharpening. Yeah. Oh, 42 mage. Let's go. Do I need the FAP? Probably not, because I have a shaman with me, right? I have a shaman with me. So we should be okay. Should be okay. Just because I have the shaman. It's like, this is the fucking surprise. He thought, a warrior just charged me? Is this guy out of his goddamn mind? No, I just have a shaman. I'm gonna death raid your bitch ass right now. Get death raid right now. Death raid. Oh. Never mind. Get executed instead. Damn. So much world PvP, man. This is so fun. It's on a meta. Yo, there's a guy, Cracked, if you're listening to the stream. I don't know if you're listening to the stream. There's a guy with Visnik's Accuroscope on the server. Must be a time loss guy. He linked it to me though. Yeah, Horzai. His name was like Big Boy or something, like Bad Boy or Big Boy. We can pick up pending Doom quest. Big Boy is a time lost guy officer. Oh, okay.
How are ya? Safe travels. See you soon. What can I do for ya?
Kind of getting up there, guys. We're about to be 44. We're up in like Maradon territory. Getting up there. At the character creation screen, all these fools zigged when they should have zugged. True. I'm really enjoying this Horde playthrough. Horde kind of is the best. What's this guy doing? He's just standing here. I mean, I don't really want to kill him again, but he was just standing here looking at us. If you get killed by someone in an area, you should just like leave for a little bit. Mean mugging us. His eyes were filled with hate. Yeah. How do you feel if you lose a 1v1 to a warrior though as a mage? That wasn't a 1v1 obviously, I'm just wondering. I wonder how a mage feels. That must be the worst feeling. Against a warrior. It's like the main matchup people think of as one-sided. You go to white man. The second you lose a 1v1 to a warrior, I'm going to white man. Are there people still leveling out in the open world in White Man? Does anyone play there mainly? Or is the open world kind of dead? Or is it just boosting, you know? I leveled the character on Mancrig a while ago. It was a Night Elf Hunter. The world was dead. Open world pretty dead. Like if you tried to find a group for just like a kind of optional dungeon, there's nothing really that great for it. Something like an SFK or something, it'd probably be really hard. Boosted. I had a blast leveling when hardcore official was at its peak. Oh yeah, the blood sale days. Oh, hardcore official. I see. Yeah. Vice pillager. Maybe we go do like. I feel like the trogs aren't responding fast enough, Nacho. It's taking forever. Maybe we do like the rock quests. Wish I had a frost wall right now. I could get my nifty. Let's get it, bro. Coyote thieves. Getting close to mithril with mining. Need two more. That's really hype. You know what I thought would be really fun, guys? My next character, I go shaman. Go herb alchemy on my shaman. Mining NG on the warrior, of course. And then go do like east jump runs. Just like tab between my two characters. So you just drop Wind Fury. You get all the herbs at the start with the shaman. And then you go tap the RTVs at the end on the warrior. It's probably insane gold per hour. Are you still planning on rolling the Dwarf Rogue? Yeah. Yeah, I'm down for the Dwarf Rogue as well. 100%. Do herb enchanting for Abyss gold per hour. But I already have it enchanted though, my hunter.
Can I help you? You have a great day now.
That's my exact plan, man. Oh, wait. Oh, mage. Go here. Okay, Nova's gonna break soon. Can shoot him too. Okay, into the poly. This should be fun. Okay, he's gonna scorch me for real. Okay. Thought he would get distance, eat the full, maybe bandage, open up, frostbolt, max range. Now he's gonna walk 8 yards away and scorch me. My final iron deposit till opening up mithril. Let's get it. 175, baby. It's one of the most populated zones I've seen. I feel like this is where the pack is at, low 40s. Tons of alliance, tons of horde. All the quests are like on back order. Badlands. Let's kill some buzzards over here while we wait for respawns. I am here to say I am repulsed by the Cargos' performance with the 60 Hunter during MC Hardcore progression. Instead of being in raid pumping, risking his life like his friends, he was in Stormwind making pots, raid logging, and not doing anything. Cancel Cargos. I regret to inform you I am playing Horde. That is not I. Where's that dead bird? A little bit north. PvP is spicier today. It really is. It's fun. It really feels like a fresh server. What's DD mean? Deviate Delight? That's the name of the server. Just trying to go back and forth between these buzzards and north to the rock eyes and try to get respawns of both. Everything is dead, but I don't see who's killing everything. Best server? Yeah, DD's home. Home to Real Era. Real Era fresh. I bet he's not wearing a shirt. Yes, you are correct. I am not wearing a shirt. It is very hot. But we have a big PvP event tomorrow, guys. 7 server. If you guys can make it, I'd really appreciate it. It's like our big day. We've been planning it for a little while. 7 server, 4 p.m. PST. Even if you just have a level 1, it's still gonna help. We just need it to look huge. Try to leave work early to be there. Oh, that's awesome, Romanda. Yeah, it should be a good time. Hopefully it's worth it. What level's your guy at the moment, Romanda? You have a shaman or something going, right? That'll be 9 AM in Australia. I will be there amongst the soldiers. Salute. That's awesome, dude. It's awesome. Open world battleground. We'll see how it goes. This has got to be peak server time or something. Everything is dead, dude. Look, everywhere I look. Every mob dead. birds are up. This might be our ding too. Let's go hard. This big pull, big pull. A little tactical ding going. Yeah, the tactical ding, it's coming. There it is, boys. 44, one step closer. Thanks. One step closer. And an alliance right here. See talent points. We're going Emperor Strike, splashing into arms now. 44. Yo, guys. We have a decision to make. We have a big decision to make. Do we? Let me open the bank. Do we use this? Do we use this and respec arms and use Kang with Crusader, bro? 44 on the nose. Oh man, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't think we do though, for real. Because I have an Axe of the Deep Woods now. We bought it from that guy. So like I want to use Axe of the Deep Woods Flurry Axe at 50. What is it? 50. It would be fun for a little bit, you know? But at 52, I gotta go back Fury. Axe of the Deep Woods Flurry. Imagine the win free procs. I know with Kangs, I've never really leveled with the Kangs. Not this far, I'd say deal wield. Anyone got the DD disc? It's just discord.gg/deviate delight. Yo, Carslan converting from a prime to a tier 1 sub. Thank you, Carslan. I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate that very much, bro. Are you playing on Deviate with us, Carslan, or are you just observing from afar? I think something else. Yeah, SOD Phase 4 this week, guys. We'll see what happens with the pop. We'll see. See how much of a dent we take. These stone guys still dead. Another one, dude. We got Stove McGrove 1220 with the Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, Mr. McGrove. Appreciate the support. This has been a really fun arc, this Deviate arc. Lots of drama, lots of spice. And it's only just beginning. Because I'm gonna main swap warrior. Oh yeah. No more hunter for me. Ground class for the win. So we get 60 on this guy, it's a whole nother animal. Me and my boy Nacho are gonna be taking over. Loving what you're doing, brother. Keep level 25, keep grinding. Level 25 grinding? Oh, nice. Is it really vanilla without some drama? Yeah, it's true. But yo, fellas, I do think I'm gonna wrap it up for a little bit. I'm not really able to get much quest done. Everything is just dead. I feel like this is peak server time or something. Everything is just dead. And I gotta start getting ready to go to the gym and stuff. So I think I'm gonna call it here for a little bit. Might be back tonight. I'm fully addicted to Vanilla WoW again, so you never know. Late night stream could for sure happen. Thank you for all the love and support. Hope you guys enjoyed that that Discord call. At the end of the day, it's not that serious, right? It's just a game, as passionate as we all are. It's just a game, so don't take anything too personally. But I'm gonna pass it over to Shobek, and he will take care of you, my friends. I'll pass it over to Showback. Thank you, guys. Yo, spam that fish emote when we get over there. And let's see some Deviate Delight Pride. Much love, guys. I'll talk to you real soon. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, a normal stream time. Peace.
Troll Hall.
Literally ski with a follow. Come on, baby. Cadaverous chest. Shadowcraft bracers. Here we go. Piece of shit.
Oh, new follower.
Oh my god, dude. The reality we live in is not the reality of the reality, dude. Yes, brother. It was a good talk. We ended up getting on a call again.
Oh, new follower.
And I think there's progress. I think it was a good call.
Oh,
And I'm excited to be able to vote on things. At least there's that. Community gets to vote. Yeah, we got a few more tries. Thank you for the raid, brother.